All right. How we doing? We are live. Right on time, actually. It was actually a little bit early, a little bit before 8 p.m. Hey, what's going on, Ty? What's going on, Coolistic? What's going on, Alexander? Good to see you. I hope everyone is doing swell. I hope we're all having a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Heading into the weekend. Last preseason game before the regular season starts. I guess I can go over what the lines are for the game tonight, for those of you who are tuning in. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, good to see you again. We'll go over the lineups here. We got Draisaitl with McDavid and Frederick. You got Podkolzin, who's back in the lineup. Love to see that. Love pods with Nugent Hopkins and Andrew Mangiapane. You got Henrique with Philp and Savoy. I'm looking like this third line. That's the line to watch for me, especially for Noah Philp and Matthew Savoy. Then you have Howard, Tomaszek, and Kapanen. Ekholm, Bush, Nurse, Stetcher, Kulak, Emberson. This is a big game for Stetcher and Emberson because if Ember or Stetcher or if Emberson or Stetcher look really, really bad, I think one of them is going to be put on waivers before the season starts. And then you have Pickard getting the start tonight because Stuart Skinner is sick. He cannot go. He is not 100%, just can't quite go. What's going on, vehicle? I'm doing swelling. In fact, from having a cold. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Hey, what's going on, Jax? Hella can't stop a puck letting 3 Flames goals and 7 shots. Oh, my goodness gracious. TGIF, that's right. Lola, how you doing? How's it going, Ash? Yeah, it seems like everyone's sick right now, vehicle. It's brutal. What's going on, CNG? How are you? Dropping a like immediately. Love that. Let's go. So, yes, Calvin Pickard is in the net tonight. No Stuart Skinner. No Stuart Skinner, folks. No Stu. I think we all were looking forward to watching Stu get one more game before the regular season. Hopefully he's ready to go for October 8th. Yep, that's very true, vehicle. That is very, very true. Which is unfortunate. Whoa, Jax. The language, man. The language. They're just a bunch of kids. It's just a bunch of kids. Now, because this game is on TV, I am expecting a bit of a smaller audience on YouTube tonight. But for those of you who do tune in and have already tuned in, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Hey, what's going on, Colby? As a birthday wish, I prayed to God that the Oilers win this game. Let's do it. Even though it's just preseason, right? Let's do it. Let's see if they can get the big win tonight. Yeah, I saw that, Jax. If Vancouver scores 8 goals tonight, I'm going to be slightly concerned heading into the regular season. Only slightly. Hey, what's going on, Dima? Good to see you again. How are you? What's going on? Let's go, Oilers. Good to see you again. You're not late. Not late at all. Going to bed, I'll watch later. Hey, no worries, Elizabeth. Good to see you as always. Vancouver is not holding back. No, hey, listen, if you're going to beat a team, why not just run the score up? My Canucks have something to prove. Listen, your Canucks always play very, very hard, no matter who is in the lineup. I'm expecting a 100% effort from Vancouver once again tonight. 27. Happy birthday, Colby. That is exciting. 27. Love that. What's going on, Cooper? Good to see you again. Hey, Robbins. Good to see you again as well. It's been a while. How you doing? Where's the facial hair? It's gone. It's been reduced to atoms. I did a little bit of a clean shave before the season starts, but don't worry. We're going to be growing everything back here. Yeah, Evander Kane is in the lineup for Vancouver. Evander Kane is on their 4th line tonight, or potentially 4th line. 5-2 Edmonton says, yeah, okay. I like it. Yeah, it will be weird to see Evander Kane in a Canucks uniform. Has Evander Kane played yet for Vancouver? Like, has he played any preseason games? Want a clean game from both sides, and I'll be happy. No, oh my God. Oh, that's what I'm hoping for too, Michael. Like, no, not like, I don't want rough stuff in this game. Get out of this game as healthy as possible. Florida was kind of instigating a lot of it. They were going after Hagel. Like, I mean, they've been going after Hagel for the last like year or so. I agree, Lola. I agree. Hey, what's going on, Kakarot? Gonna hit that like button. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. He's played 2 games? Okay. 6-3 Oilers win. I like it. Yeah, that was and like Ottawa and Montreal, same thing. That game that was in Quebec City the other night, oh my goodness. There's been a lot of hatred in preseason from some teams. My first minor hockey game is on Saturday. My team is Edmonton North Stars U13. Please wish me luck. I'm wishing you all the luck. You're gonna get some big wins. You're gonna get a big win on Saturday. I feel it. Hey, what's going on, N23? Good to see you again. Hagel being on my fantasy team felt really bad after that game. Hey, don't worry. They only have to play Florida like 3 or 4 times this season. Hagel will be okay. I know Hagel can dish it out, but Florida really hates Brandon Hagel, huh? Yikes. Exactly, vehicle. Like, whatever the score is tonight, it's the score. There's certain players that I'm looking for good performances from, and obviously I want the Oilers to win, but at the end of the day, I want this team to be 100% healthy for Wednesday's season opener. Do I watch the CFL? I don't watch it regularly. I do tune in periodically, and the team that I like to root for are the Saskatchewan Roughriders. I do watch baseball, Cooper. I'm a big Jays fan. Savoy to the first line, Henrique to the fourth line. I would be A-okay with that, Fighting Sioux. Also, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hey, Scally, good to see you again. How you doing? In preseason, you got 14 points in 4 games. You love to see it. You love to see it. What position do you play? How many Trent Fredericks do you think McDavid's contract will be? What's Fredericks' contract? $3.85 million? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 4 or 5 Trent Fredericks. It was. Hey, they put on a show for the Quebec City fans, that's for sure. Ready for tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow? The Jays? The Jays playoff opener against the Yankees. The first time they've ever played the Yankees in the playoffs. I'm very excited. Also good to see you, Tobias. I did see that. I did see that Saskatchewan was up. Saskatchewan lost last week to Edmonton. I was very disappointed. Also, I don't think I'm live on Twitch right now, but thank you for the Twitch follow, whoever that was. Hey, welcome back, Nick. How you doing? Number 18, okay, and you play center left wing. Okay, hey, love that. Let's go. Yeah, I appreciate it. Babyface is throwing me off a little. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to grow it all back, right? I just wanted to be freshly shaved, ready to go for the, fresh start for the regular season. But as the season progresses, we'll grow that mustache or goatee back. Can I put my team's link in the chat? I mean, if you try, I think Nightbot will be very angry. I don't know how to give you permission to do that. Yeah, that would have been great, vehicle. Hey, what's going on, Bubsy? Good to see you again. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope both teams can make it out of this uninjured. I'm with you, Jay Robbins. Hey, listen. Even though Vancouver and Calgary are huge rivals of the Oilers, I don't want Vancouver and Calgary to be bad. I don't want them to be injury riddled. I want all of these teams good. I love a good rivalry. So I'm also wishing for a great season from Vancouver, as long as it doesn't come under the expense of the Edmonton Oilers. But in general, I am hoping for a good season from Vancouver. My girlfriend is an Oil fan. Help me fix her. Hey, listen, I'm the wrong guy to ask about that. I think the Edmonton Elks are building, they're building something. They'll be good soon, hopefully, maybe. I'm not an Elks fan, but hey, I appreciate it, Bubsy. Thank you. OG chair? Oh yeah, we're back to the OG chair. Should I fight? No, don't. No fights. You focus. Beat them on the scoreboard. Beat them on the scoreboard. No fights. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? Good to see you again. Hey, no, you're good, Alexander. We're vibing. Do you think the Flames will have a good season? I think the Flames are a team that could regress if the goaltending doesn't hold up. But I do have a lot of faith in Dustin Wolf being able to help Calgary continue to play well and maybe make the playoffs this year. Where's Mochi? I don't know where Mochi is right now. We got Kitty on his bed, but I'm not sure where Mochi is. Oh my God, no way, bro. No way is Calgary winning the draft lottery this year. That's reserved for the Boston Bruins. All right, Boston's gonna get McKenna. Trust. Who's better, Wolf or Stolarz? Ooh, I mean, last year it was Wolf. If I was asked right now, who would I rather have on the Oilers, Dustin Wolf or Anthony Stolarz, I would probably say Dustin Wolf. But I do really like Anthony Stolarz. Stolarz just has to stay healthy. Let's get the season underway Wednesday, Flames and Oilers. I can't wait, Brandel. Season opener is going to be incredible. It's going to be a very fun time. I cannot wait. The Hawks, no way, they got Connor Bedard. Chicago does not deserve Gavin McKenna, man. Come on, not happening. All righty, game is about to start here, folks. Looks like the Podkolzin line is out for the Oilers, so let's see how this game goes. I do remember that vehicle, and then the team just gave up on him because they didn't think there was a player there. Puck has been dropped in Vancouver, folks. Here's Myers for the Canucks. He'll play it up the right boards. Podkolzin throws a check. Puck comes to Troy Stetcher. He'll play it around the half wall. Mangiapane can't come up with it. And here's Bluger with a shot, and that goes off of a skate and deflects into the corner. Podkolzin plays it forward. Mangiapane can't come up with it. Here's Vasily Podkolzin. Turns from a check. Podkolzin continues to work for the puck along the boards in the Canucks zone. Myers pressuring Podkolzin, but nice job by Pods. He keeps the play alive, and Mangiapane just can't come up with it. He'll play it back to Darnell Nurse. Oilers forwards will make a change. Edmonton will get their top line out. McDavid will give it to Draisaitl. Skates in on the right wing, enters the Canucks zone, top of the right circle. Draisaitl tries to center it, comes to Bouchard. He throws a lazy shot towards the goal, doesn't make it, and it's stolen by Elias Pettersson. Pettersson will play it up the ice. Here's Jake DeBrusk, the Edmonton native, or the guy that was born in Edmonton. Behind the net, Vancouver. Here's Pettersson to Besser. Hey, Drake and I, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. How you doing? Good to see you again, as always. Puck behind the Canucks net. Here's Quinn Hughes. Vancouver and Edmonton, both with NHL-heavy lineups here. Besser backhands the puck towards Stuart Skinner, and Ty Emerson falls. Nobody took him down. He just kind of fell on his own. He hit a banana peel on the ice, apparently. Here's McDavid. He'll find Draisaitl. He's being pressured, checked, sends it across to Emerson. Emerson dumps it in deep. Puck behind the Canucks net. Through the middle of the ice. Here's Quinn Hughes now. He'll play it up to Hedl. Philip Hedl. He centers it across. Nobody home on the back door. Adam Henrique will play it up to Noah Philp. Puck in Philp's legs, trying to kick it forward. Here's Pettersson against Philp. Philp throws a check. Matthew Savoy trying to grab it, but he cannot. Puck through the neutral zone. Lekkerimaki dumps it into the Oilers zone. Hey, I like it. But yeah, thank you so much, Drake, and I appreciate that. Darnell Nurse up the left wing. That's knocked away by Lekkerimaki. And then the Oilers will send it down the ice again, and not icing. I thought that was going to be icing. Here's a puck. Evander Kane, the ex-Oiler. Let's see if... Evander Kane ran into someone, and here come the Oilers now. Here's Ike Howard for Edmonton, trying to get by Marcus Pettersson. Ike Howard centers it out in front, just out of the reach of Kapanen. Kapanen to Bouchard. Bouchard behind the net to David Tomashek. Tomashek protects the puck against Lekkerimaki. Tomashek plays it to the point. Here's Ekholm. Ekholm holds on to it. He'll send it in. Tomashek, nice play to Kapanen. Kapanen walks in the middle. He doesn't get a shot off. He's being all hooked up. And now Tomashek trying to send the puck forward. Here's Ekholm to Ike Howard. Howard with the shot, and that's going to be stopped by Thatcher Demko. Yeah, it does. JT misses Vancouver. Yeah, Vander Kane calling for the puck. That's funny. Offensive zone face-off for the Oilers here. Nugent Hopkins out there with Mangiapane and Podkolzin. Oh, man, the puck just out of the reach of Mangiapane. He would have had a great shot at the net if he had been able to corral it. Here's Quinn Hughes. He'll play it up the left wing. Puck will be deflected into the Oilers zone. Pickard out of his crease. He stutter steps, but he does find Emberson. Emberson loses it, though. Vancouver in on the forecheck. Podkolzin drops it back to Emberson. Back to Podkolzin. Podkolzin into the middle for Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Nugent Hopkins, smooth skating, walks in the middle of the ice, sends it across to Mangiapane, and that was behind him, and now the Canucks will walk it forward. Here's Sherwood. Sends it in deep. Kiefer Sherwood led the league in hits last season. Here's Ty Emberson now for the Oilers. Emberson to the left wing to Brett Kulak. Brett Kulak, he's looking for an outlet. He's going to try and find McDavid. Goes off of Frederick's stick. And the Vancouver Canucks will find Pettersson. Elias Pettersson spinning away from a check from McDavid. He'll play it behind the goal. And here's Draisaitl. Up the middle, almost found Frederick streaking, but that puck bounced over his stick. Troy Stecher for the Oilers. He'll send it across to his D partner, Darnell Nurse. Nurse loses it to Besser. Besser trying to center it. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson to the point. Tyler Myers with a shot, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Turbo-tastic. Hey, Drakenite. Good vibes from Italy. Good to see you getting live, watching the boys. Got a fresh jersey with 97 on. Let's go. Love that. Love to hear that. This is the Canucks feed. Yes, it is. We don't get the Oilers feed until Wednesday. Noah Philp, defensive zone faceoff. Oilers can't quite come up with it. It'll come to Savoy now. He'll reverse to Darnell Nurse. Nurse trying to play it to Stecher. Stecher plays it forward. Matthew Savoy checked off the puck. He'll come back up with it, though. Sends it across to Nurse. Darnell Nurse skates it forward, and he'll dump it in. Noah Philp will chase after it. Noah Philp against Marcus Pettersson. Comes to Noah Philp. Philp for the Oilers. We'll find Adam Henrique. Adam Henrique behind the Canucks goal, trying to win the board battle here. Noah Philp comes into support, but he loses it. Puck's been kind of bouncing around a little bit here on both teams. Nobody can get anything going. Here's a play in front by the Canucks. That's blocked by Nurse. Noah Philp trying to play the puck up the boards. That's stolen. It'll come to the point now. Here's Hughes. Quinn Hughes looking for a lane. Plays it across to Hronek. Hronek towards the Oilers' goal, and that goes just wide. Troy Stecher for the Oilers. He'll skate it forward. Spins away from a check. Stecher to Darnell Nurse. Nurse holds it behind his goal. Oilers getting a full change in. Here comes David Tomashek for the Oilers. Tomashek, oh man, through center. That's stolen by Kane. And here comes Lekromacki with a shot. That's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Good shot by Lekromacki and a good save by Calvin Pickard. David Tomashek's going to want to get that puck in deep next time he gets it. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. He'll play it up the middle of the ice. Just out of the reach of Ike Howard, but not icing. And the Sportsnet feed cut out for a second. Puck is sent down to the Oilers zone, and that's going to be icing. Hey, Suslin, good to see you again. How are you? I hope you're doing well. How are we looking tonight? So. Haven't seen a whole lot yet. Dacky, good to see you again. Yeah, no Stuart Skinner tonight. He's sick. Could not go. It's a preseason game. Not a fan of the Nucks. Hey, what's going on, FC? Good to see you again. Off the offensive zone faceoff. Trent Frederick trying to come up with it. McDavid also in to support on the back check. Draisaitl will reset in his own zone. Here's Leon Draisaitl. Skates it through the neutral zone with speed. He's hauled down. No penalty, apparently. I don't know. He looked like Draisaitl got tripped up, but here comes O'Connor. O'Connor centers it out in front. Bouchard can't grab it. Here's Sherwood to Myers with a shot. That goes off of Frederick's stick and wide of the goal. Draisaitl trying to protect. Sherwood grabs it. Puck to O'Connor, centered in front. Nice defensive play by Evan Bouchard. And here's Draisaitl now. He'll send it towards the Canucks goal, and he'll hang on to that. Thatcher Demko, that is. Yeah, a lot of players are sick right now. A lot of players are sick. Yeah, we'll quickly go over who was in the lineup tonight for the Oilers. I know a lot of you tuned in after the game started, but you have Draisaitl with McDavid and Frederick on the top line tonight, Podkolzin, Nuge, and Mangiapane on the second line, Henrique, Philp, and Savoy, which is the line that I'm going to be paying very close attention to, especially for Philp and Savoy. I want to see how they do. I want to see if they can produce something. And then Howard, Tomaszek, and Kapanen. Again, Howard and Tomaszek, they're on the verge of making this team. Let's see how they do in a fourth line role. You had Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Amberson, and then Calvin Picker got the start. Stuart Skinner could not go. He was supposed to be the starter tonight, so they called up Matt Tompkins from Bakersfield today. I got my bottle of champagne in case my Canucks win this all-important preseason game. I love that. I have my bottle of champagne as well for the Oilers win. What's going on, Cooper? Why do I look better with no facial hair? I don't know. You might be the first person that thinks I look better without facial hair. Most people do not like that I have shaved. Most people are very taken aback by it. I definitely look way younger without facial hair, though. Ban me for 10 seconds? Okay, let's do it. Put user in timeout. 10 seconds. Boom. There you go. No, that's not true, Tobias. The Oilers have been dealing with a ton of illness going around their room. Oh, I appreciate that, Cecilin. That's very nice of you. Very kind of you. Mugatu says, grow the beard back. I probably will. Off the offensive zone face-off. Nugent Hopkins doesn't win it. Quinn Hughes up the middle of the ice. Nice play to Pettersson. And nice defensive play by Brett Kulak. Does not allow a shot there. Kulak now will skate it up. He'll play it to the left wing to Podkolzin, sorry. Vasily Podkolzin. Dumps the puck in hard and around behind the goal. Here's Mangiapane to the middle of the ice. Podkolzin. He put Kulak in a bad spot. And here comes Jake DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk with speed with a shot, and that goes just wide of the goal. Brett Kulak for Edmonton plays it to Emberson up the right wing. Mangiapane brings the puck into the Canucks zone, dumps it into the corner, chased by Nugent Hopkins. Puck flipped high, kept in by Stetcher. Nugent Hopkins for the Oilers. Behind the net, he's checked by Quinn Hughes, but it comes to Stetcher across to Nurse. Nurse to Nugent Hopkins, off of his stick. Puck against the glass. Adam Henrique trying to grab it now. Adam Henrique behind the Canucks net, tied up with Hronek. Oilers can't come up with it. Puck through the middle. Here's Darnell Nurse with an easy shot and an easy save by Demko. And then the puck will come to the neutral zone. Here's Ty Emberson for Edmonton. Emberson to Stetcher. Stetcher with a flip back into the Canucks end. Noah Philp throws a hit on Hronek, but Hronek gets that puck out of trouble. It will be down the ice and not icing, apparently. I thought that would be icing. Yeah, I appreciate it, Alexander. I showered. Godspeed missed half the first. It's all good. You haven't missed much. There's been 0 high danger chances, 0 goals. You didn't miss anything. Savoy hard around the boards to nobody. Here's Philip Hedl for the Canucks. Into the middle, Garland loses it to Savoy. Nice back check by Matthew Savoy. That's what we're looking for from Savoy. That's what the coaching staff will be looking for. Those good defensive plays, good back checks, good reads. Here's Evan Bouchard. He'll play it to the left boards, and that kind of went to nobody. What happened to the mustache? I shaved it just as a clean start to the season. The season starts Wednesday. I wanted to be clean shaven for the start of the season. Here's Matthias Ekholm up the boards. Kapanen sends the puck in deep. Here's Tomaszek, almost picks the puck off. And here's Lekramaki for Vancouver. And here's 2-on-1. Myers with a slap shot from distance. Good save from Calvin Pickard. Tyler Myers on a 2-on-1, and then he and he took a big slap shot. Good for you. Good for you, Tyler Myers. That's funny. I love that. Old school clapper. Calvin Pickard, though, he stops it. I am 32. I turned 32 in August. I'm an old geezer. I'm an unk, as the kids say. Oh, no, I'm still there. Offensive zone faceoff for the Vancouver Canucks. Chaos Giraffe making things happen. Here's a puck flipped through the middle of the ice. Yeah, I look very young when I'm clean shaven. Yeah, I definitely don't look my age. That's for sure. Here's Evan Bouchard. He plays it hard around. It'll come to Kasperi Kapanen. Kapanen spins away from a check. Kapanen for the Oilers once again spinning away from another check. Adam Henrique comes in to support. Ekholm with a shot towards the Canucks net, and that goes wide. Evan Bouchard keeps it alive. Here's Kapanen. He'll give it to Ekholm. Ekholm towards the goal. That's stopped by Demko. Oilers get the puck back. Adam Henrique around to Bouchard along the near half wall into the middle. Here's Kapanen to Tomaszek, just in his feet. He can't get a shot off, and Kasperi Kapanen trying to come up with it. Puck will be sent back into the neutral zone for the Canucks. Oilers with a good shift there. A lot of zone time for the Tomaszek line, and good job by Tomaszek. He's letting Ekholm know, hey, we're going for a change. Don't try and give me the puck here. Here's a puck up the wing here. Trent Frederick loses it. Quinn Hughes plays it up to Bluger. Bluger with the puck, trying to find O'Connor. Centered it out in front, and Calvin Pickard had to be sharp. Here's a shot, and that's stopped by Pickard. And now Trent Frederick for the Oilers. He'll skate it out of trouble, trying to find Draisaitl in the middle, but Vancouver Canucks doing a good job cutting that lane off. Here's Quinn Hughes up to Bluger. Dumps it into the Oilers zone. Troy Stetcher with speed. He'll spin it around, and he'll find Trent Frederick on the right wing. Frederick tries to drop to Draisaitl, and that's stolen by Myers. Here's McDavid, steals it, trying to center it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the forecheck will get the puck back. And that's just a bad play by Draisaitl. He tried to send it across the ice. Am I going to travel to Italy? If I had the money, I would. I do not have the financial ability to go to Italy for the Olympics, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be all over that. That would be the trip of a lifetime for me. The Oilers' top line going for a change. The McDavid line with Frederick has done basically nothing so far. Here's Brett Kulak trying to find Podkolzin with speed. Checked in the neutral zone. Mangiapane finds Podkolzin. Offside by the Oilers. Delayed offside, so Vancouver will spend their time getting it back into the Oilers zone. Nice play by Kulak. Puck played up to Mangiapane. Mangiapane skates it into the Canucks zone. Nugent Hopkins centers it out in front. Oh, man, and Brett Kulak was cutting towards the net. Couldn't get a shot on goal. Here's Mangiapane to Emberson. He plays it down low to Mangiapane. Back to Emberson. Emberson down low to Nugent Hopkins. Oilers doing a good job getting in on the cycle here. Nugent Hopkins towards the goal, and that's deflected by Mangiapane into the corner. Pettersson on Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins, though, trying to come up with it. Podkolzin can't grab the puck. Oilers just being a bit of a nuisance in the offensive zone. Puck along the half wall. Here's Hedl. Plays it up the boards. Nugent Hopkins once again on the forecheck trying to come up with it. Here's Kulak. Oh, man, and I don't know who he had. He had Mangiapane wide open in front of the net. And what a play. Great defensive play by the Canucks there. I play NHL 26 now. Let's go NHL, or let's go Oilers 98. I play NHL 26 now. I did play 25. Here's a play in front, and that goes off the stick of Nurse. Calvin Pickard had to make a reactionary save on that one. Here's a puck sent into the Canucks zone. Hronik pressured by Ike Howard. Darnell Nurse for the Oilers throws it into no man's land. Nice job by Savoy. Here's Ike Howard trying to get it to Savoy off of his stick. And then he tried to find Noah Philp. Noah Philp for the Oilers trying to grab it. No penalties here to the Canucks. No whistles so far in this period. Has been very little whistles, I should say. It looked like Savoy was all tied up there, but no call. Here's Connor McDavid with speed. McDavid walks in, fans on his shot. Trent Frederic supports, plays it to Draisaitl, right circle. Draisaitl tries to center. That's going to be stolen by Myers. Here's Matthias Ekholm. This period is just flying by because there's been literally like no whistles here. Here's a puck into the Oilers zone, and that's going to be icing on Vancouver with 6:07 to play. Yeah, sometimes teachers are like that. Sometimes teachers take a while to explain what they're doing. Filmed a scene in the Revenge of the Nerds remake. Hey, what a classic movie that is, by the way. Revenge of the Nerds. I think it's possible, Colby. I would give it like a 50% chance, to be honest. Off the face-off, the Oilers win it. And McDavid was tripped up, and there's going to be a penalty coming to the Vancouver Canucks. So the Oilers are going to get a power play here. Looks like Kiefer Sherwood is going to the box for Vancouver. Number 44, 2-minute minor. So the Oilers will have a power play. Chicken Alfredo. Oh, man. Chicken Alfredo sounds good all the time. Let's get that PP up, right? PP up. Yeah, well, at least they just drew a power play there, Alex. Connor McDavid was tripped up, but I agree. Lines 2, 3, and 4 have been good. Line 1, Frederic, McDavid, Draisaitl, not so good so far. Have I played Ready or Not? No, I have not. That has been on my wish list for a while, though, on Steam. Canucks fan, always fun watching your streams when we play the Oilers. Hey, what's going on, Ika? Is it Ika Soro or Ika Soro? Let me know if I mispronounce it. No need to apologize, Alexander. We're vibing. We're having a good time. We are chilling here. Hi, Captain. All right, we'll end the poll here. 89 votes. Does Ike Howard make the team? 70% of you say yes, he will. Okay. Ika. Perfect. What would be your lines if you were Knob game 1? I definitely would have McDavid and Draisaitl on their own lines. That's for sure. I just turned the light on. I didn't like the lighting on the webcam, so. Got a Caulfield. Was it like a Pokemon? You caught Caulfield? Oh, Caulfield jersey. There you go. That's fun. Hey, I'm doing good, Coolistic. We're vibing. How are you doing? So Kiefer Sherwood took the penalty for Vancouver, so the Oilers do have a power play here. David Tomaszek is on the top power play unit with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. So this is going to be interesting to see how they utilize Tomaszek here. Now, Vancouver will get that puck down, and Evan Bouchard is going to restart. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. He's trying to play it back to McDavid. McDavid with the puck now. Skates it through neutral, brings it into the Canucks zone, drops to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the point to Bouchard. Bouchard across to McDavid, left circle, across to Draisaitl, and good stick by the Canucks defenders. Draisaitl plays it back to Bouchard. Draisaitl right circle. Brings it to the point, across to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. Looking for a lane towards the goal, deflected in front, and nice save by Thatcher Demko. I don't know if Tomaszek got a piece of that, but that was a good shot. I like that he's the net front presence right now. Well, you got to get that jersey on, Erica. Got to get that jersey on. McMullen predicts Monday morning, 4 years, $16.5 million a year. You heard it first. Let's go crazy. Let's go 8 years at $16.5 million per season. Oilers' top power play unit is going to stay out. McDavid wins the faceoff. Evan Bouchard. He'll play it to McDavid. He finds Nuge in the middle. McDavid. Far half wall. McDavid looking for a lane. He tries to center it in front. Puck comes back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid with the puck. And the Oilers' power play kind of stagnant. Bouchard back to McDavid. Top of the left circle. McDavid down low to Nugent Hopkins. To McDavid to Bouchard. No shot here for the Oilers. Bouchard back to McDavid. McDavid Here's Tomaszek. He finds Bouchard in the middle. Puck bounces over his stick. He plays it across to McDavid. Nice play. Here comes McDavid. Walks in. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid. Left circle. Looking for the play. Nice play by McDavid. Tomaszek got the tip on. Good save by Demko. I like that play. I like that Tomaszek had his stick on the ice. He was ready for a shot there. Nice play and good save by Thatcher Demko. I think he should be swapped out, Colby, for someone a little bit quicker on his feet. Tomaszek should be on this team. Yes, he'll play in game 1, I think, for sure. All right, so power play unit 2 for the Oilers. Looks like Henrique. Who's out there? Henrique, Howard, Savoy. Here's Howard. He finds Savoy. Back to Ike Howard. Howard trying to center it out in front, and that's sent to the neutral zone by the Canucks. Here's Matthias Ekholm. He skates it back into his own zone. He's being pressured like crazy by Garland. Garland is like a dog on a bone right now. Trent Frederick for the Oilers gives it to Matthias Ekholm. Adam Henrique to Savoy. Savoy finds Ekholm. Down low. Puck comes to Frederick. Trent Frederick against Myers. Puck centered it out in front. Nobody was there for the Oilers, and it's not going to be kept in. And here comes Sherwood out of the box. Nice read by Calvin Pickard, though, to send it up the ice. Adam Henrique for Edmonton. Skates it slowly through the neutral zone. He's checked off the puck. Not a fan of Henrique here. Just a little slow. Not really doing a whole lot, but that's okay. He'll go for a change. Here's Mangiapane. He'll play it to Stetcher. Darnell Nurse just over his stick in his own end. Oilers trying to get it out of trouble. They do. Lekramaki for the Canucks will send it back in deep. Hard around. Troy Stetcher's going to get pressured by Kane. Nurse around the boards. He'll find Podkolzin. Podkolzin up the left wing. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing on the Edmonton Oilers. 3:14 to play. Apparently the shots are 8-6 for Vancouver. I don't know where these other 2 shots came from, but hey, how's it going, Christy? Good to see you again. Are we done? Yes. It's the first period. Got a lot of hockey to play. Hi, Mochi. You come to say hi? We got a Moch on the desk with us. We've been blessed by Mochi's presence off the face-off. Oilers trying to come up with it. Stetcher to Philp. Philp will play that to Darnell Nurse up the middle of the ice. That goes off a stick. And no icing on this one. Stuart Skinner's sick, so they had to call up Tompkins. And yeah, they put Calvin Pickard in net to start this one. Here's Noah Philp. He'll find Podkolzin. Podkolzin protects, plays it back to Stetcher in the Canucks zone. Stetcher down low. It's going to be picked up by Mangiapane. He's being checked hard by Hronik. Noah Philp also trying to grab the puck. Bit of rough stuff going on in the Canucks corner here. Andrew Mangiapane skates into the middle. Mangiapane with a shot that goes off of a leg. Nice block by Besser. Here's Pettersson. He'll send it into the Oilers' end. Hi, Moch. Hi, what you doing? I guess Mochi wants to hang out here. She's just on my desk. You can see her laying there. Top line out for the Oilers. Connor McDavid with some speed. Skates up the... Oh, man, that's going to be a penalty on Kasperi Kapanen. Oh, boy. Kapanen with a terrible penalty there. That was a clear interference. 2:12 to play here in the first. Bad play by Kapanen. He gets a shift with the big guns, and he immediately takes a penalty. So... Cheeks clapping. That's right. Hi, Coach. I would put Savoy on Draisaitl's line, personally. I think Savoy and Draisaitl would work really well together. His father has sadly passed away. Also, make sure y'all hit that like button, all right? Hit the like button, folks, on the stream. We want to try and hit 75 likes. That is the goal. Last time the goal was 50, and then we ended up hitting 100. So I think there's a lot of potential with this winger group. I think there's a lot of wingers that have opportunity. Let's see if they're able to latch onto that opportunity and produce a little bit. Pods, Dry, Savoy. They did get a little bit of time last year, that line. They played a little bit together. Exactly. Listen to Drake and I. Mangiapane, Draisaitl, and Savoy. Well, I like Pud Colson with Draisaitl, and then maybe you have Mangiapane with Dry and Pods. I don't know. All right, let's see what this penalty kill looks like. The Oilers have changed their penalty kill formation. I am going to talk about it in the final season preview video before the regular season starts with some footage just to show people what the penalty kill looked like last year compared to this year. But the Oilers this year, they play more passive. They play a passive diamond. So they have a diamond formation, but they're all collapsing towards the net here. All right, off the face-off here. Puck won by the Canucks. Here's Kane. He'll send it across to Hughes. Hughes towards the goal, and that's deflected just wide by DeBrusk. Kane, he'll play down low to Besser. Pettersson for the Canucks, being checked by Ekholm. Nice job by Ekholm. He sends that down the ice and out of trouble. Like that play from Ekholm there. Connor Brown short-handed goal. Come on. Come on now. Don't remind me of poor Connor Brown. I miss him already. DeBrusk brings the puck into the Oilers zone, sent around by Evander Kane. Here's Elias Pettersson for Vancouver, sending it back in. Puck in the middle. Besser to Evander Kane. Kane with a shot and a good stop by Calvin Pickard. Evander Kane with a good shot. Calvin Pickard with a good save. Here's Hughes to Pettersson. Across to Besser, left circle. Here's Hughes with a one-timer, and that's blocked by Mangiapane. And here comes Nugent Hopkins. He'll skate it up the ice to Mangiapane. Back to Nugent Hopkins, trying to get a shot off, and that's going to be stopped by Demko. Kane versus Frederick, who you got? Like if they were to fight? Exactly, big dick pics. I hope so, Erica. I'd love to see him come back. I don't think he will because he makes too much money, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, Gordon. Here's Draisaitl with McDavid on the kill here. Draisaitl wins the faceoff, and Draisaitl will skate it back into his own zone. Here's Draisaitl to Stetcher, and Stetcher will just send that all the way down the ice. Here's Hronik for the Canucks. 40 seconds left in the power play for the Canucks. Puck will be played up the right boards. Garland into the middle. Here's Lekramaki across the ice with a crazy hard pass, and Draisaitl will steal that and send it all the way down. Good kill so far for the Oilers. Chonky Berg for Vezina. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Vancouver skates it up the middle. Here's Philip Hedl off of the skate of Matthew Savoy, who's getting some kill time here. Savoy off the glass. Puck went, I don't know. Nobody knew where it was, but Noah Philp does eventually get it out. Here's Lekramaki, sends it in deep. Oh, puck goes off of a leg. Edmonton trying to grab it. It's in Ekholm's feet. Here's Lekramaki with a shot, and he scores. The Oilers just couldn't get the puck out. My goodness gracious. Lekramaki makes it 1-0. That's just a snipe right there. But the puck was bouncing around like crazy. It went off of a couple legs. It was after the power play expired. Ekholm couldn't come up with it. Savoy couldn't come up with it. Philp couldn't come up with it. And I think you want to save from Pickard there, honestly. I don't like it's a good shot, but Janmark would have gotten that out. I don't know, man. I don't know if anyone would have got that puck out. Throw Mochi on the ice. She'll help. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Mochi's going to be much help on the ice. Mochi. Hi, honey. It's just one of those weird goals where the puck's bouncing. Nobody can grab it or find it. It's just one of those annoying goals where, I don't know. You don't have to support the Canucks, Joker. You don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to, you know? All right. So, first intermission here. The only goal of the game, Vancouver with 10 seconds left in the period. No, it was a very broken play, Jack. Very broken play. What a snipe. It was a snipe. I think the Oilers had some good they had some good offensive zone time. They had some good cycling going on. They just couldn't do much else. They didn't get a lot of shots, you know. CTV is broadcasting Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Now, why would they be doing that? Seems kind of random. It's your patented Oilers slow start. Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more from a few players. That play was that to me was just a tough one. The puck was bad. Like nobody could grab it because of how the puck was bouncing around. Just one of those weird plays. The penalty had just expired, so it wasn't a power play goal. The Kapanen just came out. That's just a tough one. Yeah, we'll go to the edge visualizer here. We'll show everyone what that looked like. We'll show the fans what it looked like here. Let's take a look. Nice job by Lekramaki. Sends it in deep. Now, Ekholm initially off of his stick, and then Noah Philp can't grab it. Matthew Savoy, like, look at this. It's just a smorgasbord of nonsense happening. Nobody could grab the puck. And then eventually, Coots, he sends it across, and then Lekramaki's wide open. And just with where Pickard is, with where Lekramaki is, I think you want to save here. I think Lekramaki was far enough out where if Calvin Pickard has that glove up or if he's just cutting the angle a little bit better. But again, tough to blame the goalie for like that's just a good shot. Sometimes it's just a good shot, right? Do I despise math or chemistry more? Probably chemistry because I never even did chemistry in high school. Oh, man. Yeah, that's just a tough one. That's a tough one, folks. I don't know how much we blame picks on that. I don't know how much we blame the defense on that. Kind of a calamity of errors that happened there. I don't know what the fans are saying on Twitter, but I think most people are honestly just kind of fed up with preseason at this point. I think we all just want the regular season to get going. I didn't do chemistry, no. No, I did science 10, 20, and 30. I did math 10 and 20. I didn't even do math 30, actually. Didn't do chemistry. I did bio. I did bio 30. You think they're ready for the regular season? The Oilers? They better be. Biology, so much better than chemistry. It clears it by a mile. Hey, I appreciate that, Mitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Physics made me cry. I didn't take physics either, actually, in high school. Hey, what's going on, Fleecy? Good to see you again. Flamingo, good to see you as well. How you doing? So I have a big forehead. Wow, that's rude. Come on now. You're looking to get banned, Erica. Don't test me. Don't test me or Nightbot. We will ban you. Chemistry easier than bio. See, I found bio easier. I don't know. I didn't like chemistry to begin with, but there you go. We'll rage bait you. We're rage baiting Erica. Let's see if she gets mad that I timed her out for a minute. Do I play Fortnite? Sadly, I don't play Fortnite. Physics is math, and I was always bad at math, so there's no Yanmark in the lineup today, Fleecy. No Yanmark in the lineup. Also, make sure you smash that like button, folks. Smash the like button, all right? Whoa, we have a Seattle Kraken logo on the screen. That's got to be changed to a Vancouver Canucks logo. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Here we go. Canucks fans, my apologies. You get the flying skate. We'll get that on screen for you. Boom. There you go. I agree. Yeah, I do play NHL 26 Joker, yeah. It's because every time I do a live stream, I have to manually change like the logos of the teams that we're playing each other, and I always forget to change them before I go live, so that's why Seattle's logo was there. Oh no, Banana Man. Are the Jays in the playoffs? They are in the American League Division Series starting tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. local time here in Alberta against the New York Yankees. I cannot wait. Yeah, there you go, Christy. Yep. You either get it or you complete. I used to be good at math. I actually used to be really good at math until I hit about grade 9, grade 10. And then I was like, you know what? Math is hard. I like English and social studies. So that's kind of what I focused on. Hobby is free. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Good job, Erica. I'm proud of you. I'm sure it's not. If I took the time to learn math, it would be okay. Fleecy is literally purposely getting himself banned right now. It's hilarious. Was I valedictorian? Absolutely not. My average in grade 12 was, I think, around like 75 to 80. Barely an honor student. Don't be like me, ever. Right? If you're good in school, if you have what it takes to be good in school, focus on school at all times. I was lazy. I did not do homework. I thought I could just do my own thing all throughout high school. So what I was really good at, though, was English and social. English, I finished like an 88. Social studies, I was like a 90. Loved those two subjects. I love writing. I love world history. So that's why social studies has always been like something I've been good at. Hey, I appreciate that, Joker. Yeah, it was a tough one last year. I had a couple crash outs during the playoffs. I was not very nice. I was not very sportsmanlike after game 6 against Florida. I was not very nice. I still see people comment on my game 6 live stream from the Panthers. Like, I've gone back and like watched some of my reaction to that game. I was not having a good time. Have I considered going for an English degree and working as a barista afterwards? Oh my God. Finished school in January of 2006. I graduated in 2011. Everything is a spider web. Yeah, I ended up taking political science in college. And I was going to put that towards a teaching degree. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach social studies, high school social, but it just, life hasn't worked out that way, but we're vibing. I'm glad you felt the same way, Gord. I'm glad I'm not the only one that just felt horrible during game 6. My Oilers friend after game, I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't have listened to it either. Would I be a strict teacher? Absolutely not. Like, I would make sure that, like, there's discipline. Like, I would make sure that the students are, on task and at least learning. But I wouldn't be, like, super strict or anything. I don't have, like a strict mindset. Can't imagine me teaching. Why not? You don't see me as a teacher. I think I'd be a good teacher. I've always thought I'd be a good teacher. What's going on, Tim? You won me over. I subscribed and liked. I'm a Calvin Pickard fan since he was with the Avalanche. Hey, looking forward to a great season. Hey, thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate that. I'm assuming you're a big Avs fan. That's pretty cool. I don't hear Pickard's time in Colorado referenced very often, so. It did, vehicle. It really did. I don't know what I Love Yanmark's trying to ask me. I'm gonna let him work through this. I'm gonna let you work through this and ask me again. Yeah, game 6 against Florida was tough. If the Oilers theoretically, this is just a hypothetical, not trying to purposely put this into the universe to make Oilers fans' pain even worse. But if Edmonton theoretically were to make it to the finals again, and if they were to lose again 3 years in a row, I don't know if I could mentally handle it. Like, I just honestly, I don't know. I'd probably literally turn into the Joker. Oh, I know, vehicle. Imagine being the one streaming and reading every single comment that's coming through from the trolls, the Panthers fans, the Oilers haters. Oh my God. I had to really bite my tongue a lot during that stream. Yeah, Stu is sick tonight. That's why he's not playing. Stuart Skinner is sick. I'm with you, Clayton. We need Pix and Stu to be on their game early this season. Team cannot afford to get off to another slow start. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mooseheads. Like, if that were to happen, I would probably, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Would I ever do any media for them? I would like to. If I did, it would have to be for a separate channel. I couldn't do Oilers in Boston on like this channel. It just wouldn't work. The algorithm wouldn't make sense. A lot of Oilers fans would feel alienated. But running an Oilers channel is already a lot of work. I don't know if I'd ever be able to do Bruins content as well. I don't understand how people love English. I mean, when it's your first language, and it depends what you're into. Like for me, I like writing. I liked acting. I like, I don't know how to describe it, but English really feeds into that for me. I don't miss the mean people from the play. I will say, for the most part, most fans were pretty nice. Most fans, like, you have your odd troll here and there, but nobody was like, I didn't really come across any like really mean people during the playoffs, you know, which is, I'm glad. Which current Oilers player would I like to interview? Probably Leon Draisaitl would be the big one. I would love to interview Leon. I love his sarcasm. I like how dry his humor is. What's worse, game 6 against Florida or losing to the Leafs in game? Oh my God. Is there a third option where I pop a cyanide capsule instead and having to like watch any of that? 13%. Oh no, Danny boy. That's brutal. Yeah. Like English is not like everyone's cup of tea. But even as like growing up as a kid, I loved reading. I loved writing. And I don't know. I also have Toronto missing the playoffs, Jack. I think Toronto misses the playoffs this year. I don't trust that team at all. I don't trust Craig Berube style hockey. I don't trust the goaltending to hold up the way it did last year. And yes, they have high-end talent in Nylander and Matthews, but there's a whole lot of lineup. I don't like Toronto's defensive core either. Like, I don't know. You can call me a Leafs hater all you want. I don't like that roster makeup at all. They may miss the playoffs. I got San Jose. Yeah, I don't know if San Jose is making it this year, but they should be taking a step forward, though. Hey, I'm glad, Joker. That's great. Absolutely. Would I ever come to Vancouver to watch the Oilers play them? Well, speaking of that, I am going to Vancouver at the end of October when the Oilers play the Canucks on October 26th. I'm going on the Oilers Nation vacation. I will be in Vancouver for that game. Hot take, Panthers missed the playoffs. Well, without Barkov all season and without Kachuk until the new year, It depends how Florida's start to the season is. If they are under 500 going into the new year, they probably miss the playoffs. And I'm trying to plan it notorious. There's been a few Canucks fans reach out and be like, hey, like, I'll show you around the city, like, buy you a drink. And I'm going to try and plan it out. And I'm going to try and meet some fans as well. But I also have to be careful because I don't know. You never know who's out there who does not have good intentions, right? Not saying that you have bad intentions. I trust you. I agree, Gold. The regular season, hey, home opener next Wednesday. It's going to be absolutely lit. I cannot wait. It's going to be great. Watch out for Surrey. I'm not going to Surrey, BC. What's going on, Magic Meat Bay? Good to see you again. What day does the hockey pool start? I will talk about that in tomorrow's video. But let's just say keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. I will have it up and running, and then I will have the signups open. It's going to be free to enter like usual. Can I play any video games like right now during the intermission? I don't have time to do that. Stuck in figure skating drama. I can't help you, Erica. I'm sorry. You're traveling to Nova Scotia for Thanksgiving on Wednesday. Gonna miss the home. What? Damn. You know what though? I love Nova Scotia. I love flying. I love traveling. I wish you a safe travels. In your mind, if we face the Panthers for a third time in the finals, what do you think is the most satisfying way to win? A clear 4-0 sweep or a long drawn-out beatdown? I don't care how they win. I don't care if it's 4 games. I don't care if it's 7. As long as they win, I don't care how they do. I don't care if they're outplayed every single game. A win is a win. It will be satisfying. I will party all summer long. Gonna come mountain bike or ski in the sea to sky when you're out here? Probably. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. Because on the 20th, so I fly into Vancouver on the 25th, and then there's a watch party for the Oilers and Kraken game at a lounge. And then on the 26th, that's when we're like going to the game at Rogers Arena or whatever it's called in Vancouver. I think it's Rogers Arena. Would I cut one of my toes to win a cup? Yeah, if it was guaranteed. If they're like, hey, we'll cut off your one of your toes and Edmonton is guaranteed to win the cup. Yeah, I'd do it. If the Oilers lost to the Panthers. I mean, if the Oilers, there's a lot of changes that would have to happen. I think Monday we'll have a 97 announcement. I'm not sure. I'm huffing the copium really, really hard. And what makes me think it could be a McDavid extension is the fact that there has been no member of Edmonton media come out and disprove it. Nobody from Edmonton media has poured cold water on the potential for a Monday signing. So either Edmonton media knows and they've been told not to say anything, or they know nothing. I'd mess up my hair. Rogers got new seats. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yes, exactly, Dacky. Exactly. So it can't be for Knoblauch. I don't think they would save that for Wallman. I'd tear my ACL to see the Oilers win the cup. No, you need that for skating. All right, so we are in the second period here. About to get going. Puck is dropped. Here we go. Second period, 1-0 Vancouver. Shots are 10-7 for the Canucks. Groin tear. What's the most I would give up for a cup? I would pretty much do anything to see the Oilers win a Stanley Cup in my lifetime. Oh, man. Here's O'Connor. Almost had a bit of a breakaway. Nice play in the middle, and here comes Mangiapane for the Oilers. He'll send it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin checked by Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers holds Podkolzin along the boards. Nice job by O'Connor. Comes in, gives it to Bluger, around the boards to Marcus Pettersson. And now Kiefer Sherwood into the neutral zone. Darnell Nurse checked off the puck. Here's Darnell Nurse against O'Connor. Darnell Nurse trying to get body position. Puck will come to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins trying to play it up to Trent Frederick, and he finds Stetcher. And here's Podkolzin for the Oilers. Vasily Podkolzin, puck in his feet. Can't come up with it. And now McDavid now on the ice for the Oilers. Here's Draisaitl, Frederick. Oilers trying to come up with it in the Canucks zone. It'll be sent down. Oh, what Pokemon game are you playing right now, Gold? Oops. Here we go. Draisaitl pulls away from a check. Draisaitl up the right wing. Draisaitl around the net. Here's Draisaitl on his backhand, trying to make a play. He throws someone down. I don't know who that was on the Canucks that Draisaitl just threw down with one hand. Well, that was Hughes, it looked like. Hughes against Draisaitl. Draisaitl can't grab it, and Draisaitl looks a little frustrated. He has a few words for Hughes there. Here's Connor McDavid with speed. Skates it into the Canucks zone. Connor McDavid, puck in his feet. He's checked by Pettersson, hits McDavid down. Draisaitl centers it to Kulak, and that puck goes off of his stick and back to the neutral zone. A lot of puck protection, but no shots on net. Pokemon Y, okay, very nice. I had like 500 hours in Pokemon X, so I know the feels. Here's Philip Hedl on the left wing for Vancouver. He'll send it down low. That's going to be cut off by Emberson. Emberson up the right wing. Here come the Oilers now. Ike Howard just out of his reach, dumps it in deep. Oh, man. Puck went behind the net. It popped out in front. Nice job by Demko. It's like he knew that was going to pop in front of the net there. Be nice. Be nice, Dumbrieg? Is that how I say your name? My apologies if I don't know how to pronounce it. Here's Tomaszek, steals it, tries to center it. Vancouver can't get it out, though. Stetcher hard around, and the Oilers will just go for a change. Erica, why you say these things? If someone kidnapped you, put a Flames hat on to you, is that torture? No, not at all. That's not torture. It's just a hat. Here's Savoy up to Philp. No, Philp enters the Canucks zone, but that's offside. Do I have a Google Home? I don't know what that is. Am I old? Do I not know what Google Home is? Yeah, we're in the second period. Cruel and unusual punishment. Here's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. He's going to set up in his own end. Troy Stetcher up the middle of the ice. It's going to be deflected in deep by Henrique. Matt Savoy on the forecheck. Can't come up with it. Here's Myers to Evander Kane. Evander Kane with a high flip down the ice off the glass to literally nobody. Here's Myers. Plays it to Evander Kane. Kane through the neutral zone. Checked by Savoy. Lekramaki loses it. Back to Myers, though. And Vancouver send it in deep. Coots stopped up by Calvin Pickard. Here's Nurse for the Oilers. And both teams making a change. How old is your cat? So Kitty, I think, is around 7. Mochi is around 5. And then Franklin is also around 7, I believe. Here's a nice lead pass, Nugent Hopkins. He's checked off the puck by Hughes, and Vancouver trying to come up with it. Here's Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Exactly, Tobias. Here's Sherwood, loses it. Mangiapane brings it into the Canucks zone, but he loses it. And then there's a lot of neutral zone play here. There's not much happening in this game. I think both teams are just trying to get out of this game relatively unscathed here. Here's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He'll skate it through the middle of the ice. Nugent Hopkins to Mangiapane. Mangiapane trying to flip it to an open area. He comes up with the puck, though. And here's Podkolzin on his backhand, trying to center it out in front to Nugent Hopkins instead of just putting a shot on net. Here's Podkolzin with a shot. Now that's stopped by Demko. And Mangiapane, he's knocked down in front of the net. And here's Connor McDavid, walks in, centers it in front of Mangiapane. Oh, and man, what a save by Thatcher Demko. McDavid plays it back to Ekholm. Ekholm around the boards, behind the net to Mangiapane. He'll play that to the half wall. Draisaitl to the point to Bouchard. Here's Bouchard now. He'll play it to Draisaitl. Takes it on his backhand behind the Canucks net to McDavid. Connor McDavid now to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard walks the line, right circle, spins away from a check. Here's Evan Bouchard. Oilers have the Canucks kind of hemmed in here. Long shift for a few of the Canucks on the ice, like O'Connor and Hronik and Hughes. Draisaitl on his backhand. Draisaitl tried to play it back to the point, but that comes out of play or out of the zone. Draisaitl, puck in his feet. He's going to be pressured. Connor McDavid now. He'll skate into the Canucks zone. Here's McDavid. What a play. McDavid walks into the middle. Oh, and he just can't get a shot off. And nice play by DeBrusk, who checked McDavid. McDavid's got to find a way to get a shot there, though. My goodness. So Vancouver ices it. Another offensive zone faceoff for Edmonton. Was there Gemini? I thought it was Sora. What is Sora then? There's Sora, there's Gemini. I don't know all of them. So, face off in the Canucks zone. Puck is played down low. Oilers trying to come up with it. Sherwood's been out there for over 2 minutes. Puck will come into the middle, and here's Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes brings it into the Oilers zone. Plays it down low to Pettersson. Pettersson trying to center it out in front. Loses it, but gets it back. Elias Pettersson for the Canucks down low. Jake DeBrusk, he's checked by Ty Emberson. DeBrusk protects along the wall here. Vancouver trying to send it back to the point, and here comes Ike Howard with a ton of speed, sends it into the middle. Tomaszek can't grab it, and it's in the feet of Kapanen, and he also can't pick it up. Puck will be sent hard and around by Brett Kulak. Thatcher Demko for the Canucks. Resets for Vancouver. Why don't we shoot from scoring positions? True. Hey, what's going on, Yan? Pickard is in net because Stuart Skinner's sick. He couldn't go. The game has been fairly boring. There's been not a whole lot of action happening here. Who do you think we face other than Florida? I'll say Carolina. Vancouver trying to get in the Oilers zone. Puck played forward. Noah Philp for the Oilers. Noah Philp steals it. 3-on-2. He'll bring it in. Sends it in deep for Adam Henrique. Henrique on the forecheck against Marcus Pettersson. Noah Philp on the forecheck as well. Trying to come up with it. Adam Henrique plays it back to Darnell Nurse. Darnell Nurse from the point with a shot. That goes off a leg in front. And the play comes up to the right wing to Coots. Coots trying to get by Nurse. He does. Evander Kane now checked by Stetcher. Here's Coots for Vancouver. To the point to Myers. Across to Hughes. Hughes to Lekramaki. Here's Coots trying to center it. Nice job by Matt Savoy. Good defense by Matt Savoy. He tries to play it out with a high flip, but that's kept in by Myers. The Oilers will get possession now, though. Opinions on Connor Garland? A little Energizer Bunny is my opinion on Connor Garland, because that's what he is. Frederick off of his stick, can't come up with possession. Here's Hughes for the Canucks through the neutral zone. Here's Pettersson. He's checked. Leon Draisaitl comes up with it. Draisaitl behind his goal. To Connor McDavid. McDavid will skate out with speed. He's going to get checked by Besser. McDavid through the neutral zone. Can't skate it through. And here's Pettersson now. Takes it. Besser into the middle. Good job by the Oilers getting sticks and bodies in the lane. No shot for Vancouver. And here comes Leon Draisaitl for the Oilers. 3-on-2 for Edmonton. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid tries to play it back to Ekholm, and that's stolen by DeBrusk. And then DeBrusk loses it to Ekholm. Puck will be sent in now to Trent Frederick. Frederick hard around the boards. Both teams kind of messing up their possession here. Puck's just bouncing around off of a lot of players' sticks. Connor McDavid on the forecheck. He with a backhand into no man's land, and Vancouver, they'll send it up. Brock Besser flips it deep into the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard behind his net. He skates it in front. Here comes Bouchard with speed. Nice stick handle through the neutral zone. Evan Bouchard walks in. Sends it across to Podkolzin. Podkolzin down low to Mangiapane. Mangiapane to Nugent Hopkins into the middle. Here's Bouchard. He's tripped up. No call. Bouchard was literally tripped in the slot. No call. Here come the Canucks into the middle. And Pettersson can't get a shot off. Play kept alive by Hedl. Evan Bouchard trying to reverse it behind his goal, and Vancouver gets in on the forecheck. Garland plays it back into the neutral zone. Halfway through the second period, Vancouver. Garland trying to center it out in front. Good job by Kulak. Can't get the puck through. Here's Hughes across to Hronek. Hronek into the middle. Here's Drew O'Connor for the Canucks. Someone's stick went flying there. Here's a shot on, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. This is brutal, man. This game's brutal. Shots are 11-9, and we're halfway through this game. Neither team is doing anything. What's the over-under on our team save percentage for the season? Oh, man. What's league average? 901? I'm pretty sure it's like league average, right? Or 902? I'm going to say 902. Over or under 902, folks? What do you think? Is it going to be over 902 or under 902? Also, we're almost at 50 likes on the live stream. We're going to try and hit 75 likes on the live stream. That's the goal today. 75 likes. If you have not hit the like button yet on the live stream, make sure you smash the like button. It really does actually help the channel. It feeds my live stream. It starts recommending it through the algorithm to other people on YouTube. So 892. Oh my God. If the Oilers have a save percentage of 892, that's going to be a disaster. So you're going 10 points under league average. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen, Erica. I agree, Alex. Bouchard did get tripped and there was no call. Is McDavid cooked and washed? We're not having that discussion. No, he's not. Saving up for the new $500 jersey. Gonna get a Leon jersey. Okay, Leon, love that. Cole says a 903. I'd be okay with that. How do I like the live stream? There's a like button somewhere. I'm sure there's a like button. Usually just under the media player. It should show like the likes. 892 and a 3.5. Oh my God. So if the Oilers had a 3.5 GAA this season, hold on. Let's do some math. Even though I hate math. 3.5 times 82 games. That means the team is going to give up 287 goals. Please, for the love of God, if that happens, this team is not going anywhere. that would be a disaster. Pure disaster. Offensive zone faceoff for the Canucks. They win it. Here's Hughes now. He centers it out across, tries to find Evander Kane. Hughes again to Hronek, and Hronek with a Cody Ceci blast. That went 20 feet wide of the goal. Nowhere even close to anybody. Puck played up to Matthew Savoy. He's checked by Hronek. In on the forecheck is Noah Philp. Matthew Savoy doing a good job as well, applying pressure. I love Savoy's tenacity on the forecheck here. Doing math is funny. If McDavid won't take $20 million a year, if he did sign for $20 million a year, then yeah, they'd have to try and move on from a big contract. I think Darnell Nurse would be the one that they try and move on from, but defensive play by Emberson. Puck in the Oilers zone. 8:46 to play here. Noah Philp with the puck. He's going to take his time. Tries to give it to Draisaitl. That's kept in by the Canucks now in the Oilers zone. Bit of an unforced error by Noah Philp. He's got to find a way to get that puck out of trouble. Here's Sherwood now on the forecheck against the Oilers. He'll play it back to the point and nobody home for Vancouver. The Oilers should be able to get a bit of a change here. Yeah, it's an ugly game, Quady. It's an ugly game right now. Here's Bluger trying to send the puck in deep. He fanned on it. Trent Frederick now steals it to Draisaitl. He'll play it up the middle off the stick of Connor McDavid. That's going to go all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing on Edmonton with 8:08 to play here. So the only goal in the game, by the way, is from Lekramacki's goal. 10 seconds left in the first period. The Oilers have 9 shots in this game. And the fact that this is an NHL lineup for Edmonton, fans may be a little bit disappointed. I think the effort's there. I just think both teams are definitely making sure that nobody gets hurt and that everyone's ready to go for the regular season. Plus, the Oilers have been dealing with a ton of illness lately, so I haven't watched like Harry Potter movies in so long. Here's a play up the middle. DeBrusk against Draisaitl. He sends it around the boards. Here's Pettersson for Vancouver. Pettersson against Nurse. Nurse trying to check him off the puck. Draisaitl sends it up to McDavid. Here's McDavid with the Draisaitl trying to put it in the middle. Hughes will steal it. Draisaitl with a bit of a cross check on Hughes there. Be careful, Leon. Puck sent in wide by Darnell Nurse. Trent Frederick on the forecheck. Can't cut off the pass. And the puck will come back to Nurse in his own zone. Nurse spins away from a check from DeBrusk. Darnell Nurse now looking to survey the ice. Skates it up. McDavid wanted it. Nurse gives it to him. Kind of a rough pass, and Quinn Hughes steals it. Here's Archie Baines, the former Red Deer Rebel. He'll play it to Garland. Back to the point. To Pettersson with a shot, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Here's Kasperi Kapanen. Up the half wall. McDavid, he'll try and find it. Ike Howard. Howard trying to skate through. He'll put some pressure on the Canucks defense behind the Canucks goal. Willander across the ice. Here come the Canucks again. Here's Hedel to Garland. Connor Garland, stick handles, plays it to the point. Comes to Willander. Willander with a shot, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. And the puck is over the net here. Ekholm trying to come up with it. Here's another shot on Calvin Pickard, and that's another good save. Here come the Oilers now, a 4-on-2. Here's Tomashek to Kapanen scores. I said Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen ties the game. So Tomashek finds Kapanen with a one-timer. Big shot, big goal from Kapanen, who I thought was having a quiet game. And Tomashek has basically solidified his spot on the team. 4-on-2 for Edmonton. What a one-timer by Kapanen. My God, he just blew it right by Thatcher Demko on the Oilers' 10th shot of the game. Nice job by Tomashek. Nice job by Kapanen. I like that it's just a shot mentality. Just rip that thing, man. Just rip it. Great play. And I liked the zone entry by Tomashek there. I liked his patience with it. Made a good point there by Quady. Puck back in the Canucks zone. Here's Myers. He sends the puck hard and around deep into the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard trying to grab it. He can't come up with it. Here's Matthias Ekholm. Plays it back to Podkolzin. Podkolzin to Evan Bouchard. Here comes Podkolzin now. He'll find Mangiapane. Mangiapane spins away from a check. He does lose it, though, and the Canucks will skate it out. Here's Evander Kane now. Kane trying to stick handle by Brett Kulak. It's so weird seeing Evander Kane in a Canucks uniform. Puck played up to Nugent Hopkins. He falls. Hughes will pick it up for Vancouver behind his goal, and he'll reset up the middle of the ice. Off the stick of Kane. Oilers will send it back into the neutral zone. McDavid's okay. He's fine. McDavid will be fine. Here come the Canucks now. Here's Pettersson, centers it out in front, and here's Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, 3-on-2. He'll stop up. He plays it to the middle. Backhand. McDavid trying to center it out in front, and he loses it. McDavid again. That's 2 or 3 passes from McDavid tonight that he's just completely fanned on, so I don't know what to say. Here's Draisaitl. He'll find Brett Kulak. Kulak up the middle. Draisaitl trying to send it across to Frederick. Draisaitl got away with one there. Here's a shot on Pickard with another save. Nah, I don't think Kane's going to fight anyone, at least not in the preseason. He may go after someone in the regular season, but I'm pretty sure Vander Kane left on decent terms from the Oilers. I don't think he's going to fight anyone on the team. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Here's O'Connor to Sherwood, to the point. Here's a shot on to Calvin Pickard, and he makes another save here. Good job by Picks. He's playing good. Hasn't dealt with a lot of high danger chances. The only high danger chance I think Pickard has faced was the Lekramaki shot, and it was just a good shot that beat him. Yo, speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2 Gold, I saw a post on Reddit. Someone made a mod where if you murder an NPC, it makes you watch a cutscene of that NPC's life, who they interacted with, who was close to them, just to make you feel really bad about killing them. Just thought I'd let you know. I don't know if you want to download a mod like that. I feel like Kane would fight Nurse just for fun. You think so? Oh, that's brutal vehicle. Oh, brain zaps. Oh my God. That's the worst. Oh God. That is awful. Oh, you play. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I saw someone in, there's a Discord that I'm in with, my friends that I grew up with, in my hometown, and someone posted it, and it's just the funniest thing. You can explode characters during cutscene triggers and watch. What the hell, dude? I got to get this game. Kasperi replaces Bouchard with the cast bomb. Yeah, exactly. Get Bouchard off the power play. We're putting Kapanen on defense on the power play. He can take the bombs from the point. Actually, I might own Red Dead Redemption 2. I might own it. I think I've owned it. I just haven't played it. I'd have to look. Do you like sushi? I love sushi. Oh my goodness gracious, I love sushi so much. I agree, Dacky. I like the look of our bottom six a lot. As long as Tomaszek is in the lineup and Noah Philp, as long as they get to play the majority of bottom 6 minutes in that center or wing role, I like the look of our bottom six a lot. Offensive zone draw for the Canucks. It's one back through the middle. Savoy plays it back to his D partner or his D man. Here's Darnell Nurse trying to spin away from a check. He's being all hooked up. Nice job by Darnell Nurse. Has had a great preseason. He's been very poised with the puck. He'll skate up the left wing now. Nurse with a shot towards the goal. That deflects off his stick and goes high over the goal. Puck behind the Canucks net. Oilers in on the forecheck. Adam Henrique will find Savoy. Henrique plays it down low. Noah Philp using his body to protect it against Willander. He centers it out in front. Here's Henrique to Savoy. What a save by Demko. And the Oilers are going to get a power play here. Hedl is going to the box. Wow, what a play by Henrique. One hand on a stick. He pushed it across to Savoy, and Savoy just couldn't lift it over the pad of Demko. So Willander was called for holding against Noah Philp there. Oh, man, no clue. That game was not. I saw the highlights of that game. Just crazy. 180 penalty minutes between the two teams. That's nuts. All right, power play for the Oilers. Top unit out for Edmonton. Draisaitl, Nuge, McDavid, Tomaszek, and Evan Bouchard. Now, Tomaszek already has one assist. I'd love to see what he does here on the power plays net front presence for the Oilers. Puck one off the draw. Here's Draisaitl with a backhand. Good save by Thatcher Demko. Here's Draisaitl. He'll play it to Connor McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. Back to McDavid, right circle. Different look here. Draisaitl below the goal line. Draisaitl to McDavid, right circle again. Here's Connor McDavid. He'll walk in across to Bouchard. Bouchard with a shot. Good save by Demko. Rebound. Draisaitl scores. Nice shot by Bouchard. Good save by Demko. Rebound came out to Leon Draisaitl, and he put it in the net. 2-1 Edmonton. I liked the look of that power play. I like that they moved some guys around, but then, of course, Draisaitl from his office after the initial shot from Bouchard. McDavid played it to Bouchard. Bouchard with the initial shot. Good save by Demko. Rebound came to Draisaitl, and he put that right into the empty net there. Nice job. Good save initially by Demko, but yeah, Draisaitl is not going to miss from that spot. Wide open cage. He throws it. I mean, Demko got a piece of it, though. That's crazy that Demko got a piece of that. Do you think if any team gets a shorthand goal, do you think the power play should be done? I love that rule. I like that that's a rule in the PWHL. I wish that was a rule in the NHL. All right, Vancouver down now. Suddenly, they are down a goal. The Oilers have a 2-1 lead here in the second period. Ekholm trying to play it to Tomaszek. Tomaszek behind his goal to Ekholm. Up the left boards. And Edmonton can't come up with it, but it does come out of the zone. Kapanen will apply pressure on Hughes. Hughes off the boards. Puck in the middle of the ice. It's going to be picked up by Tomaszek. He sends it in deep once again. Here's Hronek for the Canucks. Hronek dumps it in deep. Ty Emberson on his backhand. Looking to move the puck forward. DeBrusk in after it. Nugent Hopkins for Edmonton trying to play it forward. Stolen by the Canucks. Here's Villander. Down low behind the Oilers' net. Nice job by Kulak against Coots. Steals it from him. Brett Kulak out of trouble. Dumps the puck deep into the Canucks zone. That's going to be icing on Edmonton. Bit of an unforced icing there. I think he was hoping that Podkolzin would have a bit more speed to catch up to it. Icing on the Canucks. Hey, sounds good, Danny. We'll see you when you get back. The jailbreak penalty shots. Oh, my God. Like the classic box TV in the background. That TV right there is what I play my Nintendo 64 and original Nintendo Entertainment System on because I'm old. I'm a boomer. Kitty scored a shorthanded goal. Yes, he did. He scores all the goals. I did gold. I hated it. I think Black Ops 7 is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. Puck behind the Canucks net. Oh, nice hit by Podkolzin. Knocks Pettersson down. The Oilers keep the play alive, but no, Vancouver got it out. Here's Lekramaki through the middle to Coots. Coots against Nurse. Plays it to Lekramaki. Lekramaki behind the Oilers goal. He's going to get checked by Nugent Hopkins. Nuge can't grab it. Here's Evander Kane. Kane will play it to the point. Here's Villander. Across to Marcus Pettersson. Puck goes off of a stick and out of play. With 1:35 here in the second, we're going to take a commercial break. I agree. I'm so excited for Battlefield. So excited for Battlefield, man. Yeah. The beta for Battlefield 6 was fantastic, man. I absolutely loved it. But the beta for Black Ops 7, holy smokes. I played like 3 matches and I uninstalled. I couldn't handle it. It's so bad. But I consider Kris Knoblauch an elite coach. And if what would make him an elite coach, I'm happy Oilers re-signed him for 3 more years. I think Kris Knoblauch is an elite tactical coach. His system, it's suffocating. The Oilers, they don't give up a lot of high danger chances. They make teams play low event hockey. But at the same time, sometimes the game opens up. And when it opens up, he adjusts pretty well. I like a lot of time. I like a lot of his adjustments mid-game. What I don't like with Kris Knoblauch, and this is a nitpick because he is a very good coach. This is a very good coach. But what I don't like about Kris Knoblauch is any sign of trouble when the team gets down early, or if there's an injury or whatever the case is, he puts Leon and Connor together on the same line. And he has his reasoning for it. I would prefer if they're on their own lines, personally. But he is a great coach. Black Ops 1 and 2, Modern Warfare 2 and 3. That was peak Call of Duty era for me. Nah, Philp's on the opening night roster, Erica. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'll have to adjust the ad frequency probably. Do I place? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, FC. I'm sorry. Is that on Roblox? That's on Roblox, right? Black Ops 1 and 2, peak campaigns for Call of Duty. And Modern Warfare 2. Like Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, that is. Face off in the Oilers zone, won by the Canucks. Puck at the blue line here. Here's Hughes. He spins away from Matt Savoy. He plays into the middle to Elias Pettersson to Hronek. Hronek, right circle. Spins away from Henrique. Hronek gives the puck to Pettersson towards the Oilers goal. That's an easy stop by Calvin Pickard. Puck around the boards. Adam Henrique will try and get this chipped out. He's checked by Hronek, though, so he can't come up with it. Here's Stetcher. He's checked by DeBrusk. There's a massive humanity in the near corner in the Oilers zone. Matt Savoy comes away with it. Here's Matt Savoy with a high flip down the ice through the neutral zone into the Canucks zone. Not icing. Good play by Matt Savoy. Hey, what's going on, Cooper? I see you. Here's Pettersson now. Chips the puck in deep. Ekholm for Edmonton. Trying to come up with it here. And it's going to be kept alive by DeBrusk. Gets it to Garland. Garland for the Canucks. He'll play it down into the corner. Tyler Myers forechecking for Vancouver behind Edmonton's goal. Leon Draisaitl trying to grab it now. Puck into the middle, and here comes McDavid. Oilers have a bit of a jailbreak, 3-on-2. Here's McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl across the ice. Here's a shot by Frederic. Rebound. What a save by Thatcher Demko on Trent Frederic. Wow, that's 2 saves by Demko on Frederic. Draisaitl will play it across to McDavid. McDavid enters the Canucks zone. He'll play it to Frederic. Frederic for Edmonton. Along the half wall, he's going to be pushed off the puck. And, I mean, the Oilers are going to head to the third. The Oilers are going to head to the third here with a 1-goal lead. But, man, Demko with 2 huge saves on Trent Frederic. Wow. Yeah, Freddie with the huge save. No, I meant to say Freddie with the shot. Demko with the huge save. You know what was peak for me for gaming, other than like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, 2009, and Modern Warfare 3, 2011? Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition. Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition was like peak gaming for me, man. Hundreds of hours on Minecraft 360 Edition. When you wake up and realize you're old. Cooper, what are you saying? You don't got to spam the same word, Coop. You're good. Touch grass, Unk. Hey, what's going on, Janaya? It's good to see you again. Tony Hawk Pro Skater was unreal. Love Tony Hawk Pro Skater. 007, yo, GoldenEye on the N64, peak. That's amazing, Joker. I love that. Evangelista, 2 times $3 million per season. My goodness, Nashville actually signed him, huh? You made Halo popular. Your school very nice. Hey, the oceanfront property in Minecraft, that's top tier. Where am I streaming the game? Sportsnet. The game's on Sportsnet today. Have I played Dune Smuggler? And no, I don't even know what that is. I never owned a PS2 growing up. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country is peak. Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country is like, love it. Also, we're at 55 likes on the live stream. We want to hit 75 likes, by the way. Hit the like button. We are in an intermission here, but make sure you smash that like button. Hit the like button for Kitty Kitty and Mochi, right? We got Mochi behind me. We got Kitty Kitty in front of me here. Hit the like button for the cats. Play Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode ASAP. See, the opening of the game takes so long to get into for Red Dead Redemption 2 that I don't know. It takes a lot for me to get into a game. PlayStation or Xbox, whatever is more affordable and gives me lots of games to play. But I'm a PC gamer is honestly where I do most of my gaming. It's on PC. You have to know at least grow a garden is. Grow a garden? I don't know what grow a garden is. I never got into Halo. I know Halo was good, but I was a big Call of Duty player. I never got into Halo, even during its peak. That's fair, Gold. Maybe I'll try and get into it. Yeah, no kidding, man. Microsoft, I honestly think Microsoft's trying to get out of the gaming industry. Microsoft's revenue from gaming is like 10% of their company. I don't think they care about the gaming division at all. GoldenEye tournament? Oh, man, that would be awesome. I'd love that. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Who are the goal scorers for Edmonton? You have Leon Draisaitl and Kasperi Kapanen. For the Vancouver Canucks, you have Lekramaki. I guess we can do the box score here. Take a quick look. Here. 2-1 Edmonton. Shots are 16-16 after the second period. Lekramaki scored for Vancouver. Let's take a look at the Oilers' goals. We'll first take a look at Kapanen's goal. The Oilers had a jailbreak here. Look at this, man. They had like a 4-on-2. David Tomaszek, he finds Kapanen, who drops in the middle, and he just one-times it past Thatcher Demko. Great goal from Kapanen. We're going to watch this one more time. I'll let it play through again for you. Puck through the nice play, Tomaszek. Now, Tomaszek, what he could have done was throw the puck on net because he had Howard streaking, right? So if he had thrown a puck on net, Howard could have got the rebound. I do like that Tomaszek waited, stopped up, played it to Kapanen, and I do like that Kapanen absolutely blew this by Thatcher Demko. Great play by Tomaszek, good finish by Kasperi Kapanen. And then Draisaitl on the power play, his third goal of the playoffs. The preseason. Oh my God. What is wrong with my brain? Evan Bouchard took the shot, Demko with the save, and then Draisaitl put the rebound in. Nothing Demko could do on that one. That made it 2-1 Edmonton, and that is that's the goal scoring so far. Stan cooking with Tomaszek? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Tomaszek, he's a gamer, man. I love Tomaszek. I love the way he plays. I love his skating. I love his tenacity, and he's just really smart. He's just a really smart player, so... Have I seen the Minecraft 1000 player civilization experiment? I have not seen that. I have not seen that. I will, hold on, let's look it up. Look it up on YouTube. I'll add it to the watch later. I'm going for an MRI scan on my brain tomorrow morning. Hope it's not, oh man, Janice, you know what? I am sending all of my best wishes towards you, all right? You got this. As someone that has also gone through many things involving brain scans in his own life, I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Tomaszek played in Czechia last year. NHL 26 tournament with subs. I could do an NHL 26 tournament. I'm not very good. I definitely would not be anywhere near the winner's circle, that's for sure. There should be an exhibition game where all the coaches lace them up. Oh my God. There are some coaches that I think would not handle that very well. I think Rod Brindamore would make everyone look silly. And Martin St. Louis would also make everyone look silly. I think so, Colby. If Crosby was like, hey, I want to go to Edmonton, yeah, I think so. Oh, he played in Sweden. He's from Czechia. He played in Sweden, but he's from Czechia, right? I think that's where I got mixed up. Also, I just saw your message there on X. I agree. Best coach in the NHL is Paul Maurice. Probably one of the best, if not the best coaches. No, Dean, I didn't get into Halo, sadly. Was something I just never quite got into. I hope the Panthers don't make the playoffs. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll look that up and add it to my watch list. You think the Sharks will be a playoff team this year or not this year? Nope. No way. They should not be a playoff team this year. If they are, then that probably means Edmonton is not having a good time against them. That's for sure. I think San Jose will be much more competitive. I think they're going to score more goals. I think they're going to have a better record than they did last year, but I do think they finish on the outside looking in. They probably finish with about 75 points this season, I think. Did we score yet? Yeah, we have 2 goals. We're up 2-1. We're winning. Draisaitl and Kasperi Kapanen have the goals for Edmonton. Oh, your bird's here. Let's go, Erica. Love that. What team that missed the playoffs last year do you think goes the deepest this year? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think the Rangers have a good team, but they could be a playoff team. I think Anaheim is going to make the playoffs this year. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Montreal is on my if they make the playoffs again, I'm not surprised. But if they regress and finish bottom 7 in the league, I also wouldn't be surprised. Montreal's advanced stats last year were horrendous. One of the worst teams to make the playoffs in recent memory in terms of advanced stats. So if they were to make the playoffs this season, then they have to really improve their puck possession and high danger chance rate and shot rate. How we looking? It's been a pretty uneventful game, Dylan, honestly. It's been a pretty uneventful game. Oilers are up 2-1, but you can tell both teams are definitely just trying to get through this without any injuries, I think. How many points do I think Leo Carlsson gets this year? How many did he have last year? Canucks could make the playoffs. Canucks, big question mark is, will Demko stay healthy? Will their depth scoring show up? And will Elias Pettersson produce at an elite rate? Can Pettersson get back to his 100-point form? If all of those get sorted throughout the season, then yeah, Vancouver will for sure be in the playoffs again. Then I'll say about 65 to 70 points for Carlsson. Maybe 65 points. Celebrini's 71 goal season trust. Oh my God. PlayStation wins. PC and Steam rely on PlayStation games. Xbox is just buns. I mean, listen, PC, you can't beat the amount of mods for a lot of different games. You can't beat the indie scene. If you're into indie games on PC, like, that clears every other platform significantly. Yeah. Here's a take. Ottawa wins the Atlantic. Second year under Green. Toronto regression. Tampa Bay Lightning age factor. Florida fatigue and injuries. Okay, I'm buying what you're selling. I like Ottawa winning the Atlantic. Let's see how it plays out. I'm very curious to see how it plays out. I like it. I like your logic as well. Janmark's 71 goal season. Janmark's hurt right now, apparently. How did the Flames lose 8-1 to the Canucks? Their goaltending stunk. Prosvetov was awful. And so was Cooley, or whatever that goalie's name was. Nordic Souls is a sweet Skyrim mod pack. I have not played it. Hey, what's up on Simplified? How you doing? Detroit Anaheim making the playoffs. I don't know. I think Detroit has one of the worst. I think Detroit has like the worst defensive core in the league. I don't know if Detroit makes the playoffs. They're stinky. Anaheim, I do have in the playoffs though. No, I agree with you, QF Pro, 100%. The indie scene's kind of where it's at right now for me personally when it comes to gaming, and also just playing older games that like I used to play a lot when I was younger, like Minecraft. I've been getting more into that lately again. They have a good. They have one good player on their top D pair, and that's Sider. Ben Sherratt is not good. I don't like Ben Sherratt at all. But that's just me. I'm a hater. I'm a Detroit Red Wings hater. I hope Vancouver makes it as well. I think Vancouver and Calgary being good makes the rivalry with Edmonton even more fun and more intense, and I want to see these teams good. I also would love to play Vancouver and Calgary in the first round instead of LA. As an Oilers fan. Oh, I thought you were talking about Ben Sherratt. My bad. Have I played the Lord of the Rings games? I played Shadow of Mordor a long time ago. Like back when the Xbox One first came out. And I remember liking it a lot. But that's like the only Lord of the Rings game I've ever played. Grade 9, a kid lit a trash can on fire. Yeah, that's what kids do, I guess. You think so, FC? Pac-Man World 1 and 2 remakes. Look at that. I got to get back into Pokemon as well. I know the new Pokemon for the Switch and Switch 2 is coming out, that Legends ZA or whatever they call it. But I don't know. I'm not super excited for that. Any of the Warriors game based on the movie fans? Game used to rip on Xbox. I've never even heard of that. You're going to hate me. I've never heard of that game. I don't know what that is. It sucks. I bought a Switch 2 when it came out, And I really dislike Mario Kart World. I don't like Mario Kart World at all. I don't like the open world. I don't like the blue coin challenges. I don't like the P-switch challenge things. I don't like how you unlock characters and costumes. I don't like it. I don't like Mario Kart World. And the online sucks. Like you get a traditional 3-lap track like once every 10 races. It's so annoying. Oh, I like a lot of things, Danny. Don't worry. There's a lot that I like. Hey, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing amazing. Battlefield 1 is fun. I like Battlefield 1. Counter-Strike. See, I just couldn't get into Counter-Strike. I'm a big Rainbow Six Siege fan. That's kind of my competitive shooter that I like. Never got into Counter-Strike, but I do like Rainbow Six Siege. Hey, what's going on, Sean and Tammy? Good to see you again. I look a bit sad. Oh, no. I mean, I'm a little tired, I guess. Definitely not sad, though. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. If they do, I'll crash out too. If the Oilers and Panthers meet in the finals again, oh my God. I don't know, man. I'm going to freak out. If I had a chance to design any game and you had 100% control over it, what would you do? Like, would it be an original game or like would I take over an IP, an existing IP? The stash is gone, Elliot. Don't worry, we're gonna grow back. We'll grow back throughout the season. It's all good. Any of my choosing, okay. I don't know. See, I don't have the creativity to design a game. Would I crash out? If we met Florida again, I would crash out more, Danny. I mean, I'll crash if Edmonton meets LA in the first round for 5 straight years is what it would be, by the way, if that happens this year. I'm already going to crash out thinking about it. I don't want to do that. Kings, Canucks, Kane. Well, the Canes wouldn't make sense. Canes couldn't be in the conference final against Edmonton. It's got to be a Western team. Well, as long as it doesn't go to game 7, because we know Cody CC game 7 is like 10 out of 10. Team Fortress 2 played a bit of Counter-Strike, but my big thing was, there you go. That's cool. I also don't think LA is making the playoffs this year. Nope. Yeah, that's Mochi on top of the TV. Hi, Moch. That is Mochi on top of the television. That's where she likes to sleep. Gonna make dinner. Gonna make dinner now for real this time. Hey, enjoy your dinner. What is for dinner, by the way? An open world Star Wars game in the style of Knights of the... Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. That would be pretty cool. I'm with you, Joker. I'm with you. I'll do the exact same thing. All right, we're starting the third period. Darnell Nurse with a shot on Thatcher Demko, and he'll hang on to that. Okay. I never played Outlaws, so I have no opinion on Star Wars Outlaws. Gonna make some eggs and drown them in salsa. You know what? There are worse things to eat, that's for sure. 20 more minutes on free. Yeah, we're all free from preseason. The final period of preseason, folks. Off the face-off. Puck comes in front. Here's Mangiapane trying to get a shot away, and he's hauled down. No call. He just couldn't quite get a shot. Well, I don't think he was held down. It looked like he kind of fell, but puck will be sent up the right wing. Here's Mangiapane across the ice. Here's Darnell Nurse with a slap shot, and that's going to be stopped by Thatcher Demko. Okay. That would be amazing, Gordon. I would be a big fan of that. Who scored the Oilers' second goal? Leon Draisaitl on the power play. All right, we're 9 likes away from 75 on the stream. 9 likes away. Hit that like button. Let's get this thing to 75. Hey, good to see you again, Janelle. How you doing? Hey, no worries. Off the face-off shot from Ekholm towards the goal, and that's steered wide by Demko. Oilers have come out with a shot mentality here in the third. Puck will come into the neutral zone, and here's... I don't know who that is. Oh, man, what a save by Calvin Pickard there. DeBrusk got in just past Evan Bouchard. I mean, Jake DeBrusk, his straight line speed, very, very quick. I'm having a great time here, honor of Lonk. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm with you, Gold. Open world RPGs are fantastic if done right. Here's a shot from the point from Hughes. That's blocked by Trent Frederick, and he'll leave it for McDavid. 2-on-2 with Draisaitl. Connor McDavid, right side, enters the Canucks zone. Here's Ekholm with a shot. He's checked off the puck. Can't get a good shot off. And Trent Frederick and McDavid behind the Canucks net now trying to come up with it. Here's Draisaitl. He'll feed Bouchard. And here's a one-timer from McDavid from the Draisaitl angle, and McDavid did not get much on that. Here's Bouchard. Keeps the play alive. It'll go behind the Canucks net. Hronek checked by Frederick. Puck will be played up the half wall. Nice pinch by Bouchard. Steps up. He's stolen by Hughes. And here's Elias Pettersson. He'll play it back to Hronek. Oilers will make a change. Canucks will make a change. Here's Hughes for Vancouver. He'll enter the Oilers zone. Left circle. Looking for a pass in front. Centers it. Nice job by Pickard. He'll play it up to Savoy. Matthew Savoy brings it up to the left wing. Here's Adam Henrique towards the goal for Philp, and that's checked by Willander. Puck comes into the corner. Matthew Savoy against Quinn Hughes now. Hughes has been out there for a while. I think he's been out for a little while there for Vancouver. Puck in the near corner. Oilers and Canucks battling for it. Hedl against Philp. Savoy against Hughes. Hughes is just ragging the puck. Desperate to get it out, but he can't. Here's Ty Emberson now. Walks the line, plays it across to Kulak. Kulak towards the net, and that's an easy stop by Demko as he takes that one in the chest. Frederick's been okay tonight. Trent Frederick's been okay tonight. What's my favorite cookie? I'm a simple man. I like a good chocolate chip cookie. It's got to be chewy, though. It's got to be a soft chocolate chip cookie. I don't like crunchy cookies. I'm also a big fan of like pumpkin spice. Any kind of pumpkin style cookie is also very good. Here's Tomaszek against Braden Coots in the offensive zone. Coots wins it. Tomaszek in on the forecheck, trying to come up with it. Off the glass and out by Pettersson. Here's Stetcher now across to Nurse. I love pumpkin spice, man. I am such a white girl for pumpkin spice. Here's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. Walks into the zone with a shot, and that's stopped by Thatcher Demko, and he'll hang on to that once again. Oilers have come in, and they're peppering Demko right now. Who's your favorite Oilers player? Leon Draisaitl is my favorite Oilers player. Yeah, Nurse has had a great preseason. If Nurse plays like he has in preseason in the regular season, we're in good hands. I like Darnell Nurse's game a lot right now. Did not get into God of War. Wasn't a big fan of the new God of Wars because they're more like cinematic movie style games instead of like gameplay style games. I don't know. They're okay. Like they're not bad games. I just haven't got into them, you know. Here's Howard. He centers to Tomaszek. He fans on the shot. Puck stolen, but Kapanen comes up with it. He plays it to Nurse with another shot, and that's stopped by Demko again. Puck sent down the zone here. Nurse is going to be beat to the puck by Sherwood. Nurse blows his stick up on Sherwood's shoulder, and then Nurse throws Sherwood down. No call. Nurse without his stick. Sherwood with O'Connor. Here's a shot by O'Connor. Good save by Calvin Pickard. Here's Sherwood now. He plays it to Myers, who pinches forward. Here's Sherwood with a shot that's blocked in front. O'Connor for the Canucks, down low. Here's Myers towards the Oilers net. That's stopped by the Oilers again. Vancouver, they'll send the puck in deep. Love the mean Swede, the Viking. The Viking. Here's Vancouver. They keep the puck in the Oilers zone. Here's a play across to Evander Kane, and that puck goes off of Kane's blade and into the corner. Can't get a shot off. Vancouver with tons of pressure here. Here's Lekramaki against Nugent Hopkins. Oilers they're trying to get this puck out. A couple Oilers have been out there for a while. Here's Lekramaki for the Canucks to the point. Here's a shot. Down low, goes wide. Here's Coots for the Canucks now. Plays it back to Myers across to Pettersson into the middle. Here's Coots. Again, skates away from trouble against Kapanen. Coots to Evander Kane. Evander Kane plays it to the blue line and off of Tyler Myers' stick. And Kapanen's going to steal that. He'll find... Oh my goodness, hiccup. He finds Bud Coles and will dump it deep into the Canucks zone. Here's Pettersson. Flips the puck into the Oilers zone. Here's Mangiapane now. He finds Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl. Stops up to Connor McDavid. McDavid centers it out in front. Oh, and Mangiapane just can't come up with it. Great, I'm going to have hiccups now. Kept in by Bouchard. He finds Mangiapane. Mangiapane to Bouchard with a shot. Oh, he hits the goal post. McDavid back home. Across to Bouchard. Here's Evan Bouchard now. He'll find McDavid with speed. McDavid across, tried to find Bouchard, and Vancouver will try and get up with a 2-on-1. Here's Jake DeBrusk now against Draisaitl. DeBrusk can't get a shot off. Centered it out in front, and the Oilers are going to take a penalty here. Oh my God, I have hiccups now. This sucks. I'm not going to be able to do proper commentary with this. These hiccups, man. Someone scare me. Yeah, I have hiccups now. This is bad. McDavid got traded. So Ekholm with a holding penalty here. Austin Hiccup Hockey. Also, we hit 7,400 subs. I didn't realize. Thank you for the support. And we're 2 likes away from 75. Come on, we can get 2 more likes here. He's known as Austin Hiccups. Off the face-off now in the Oilers zone. Kulak can't come up with it. Garland behind the Oilers goal. Someone on the Oilers lost his stick. That was Emberson. Here's a nice job. Oh, man, the Oilers can't come up with it. Here's Hronek. Hronek to Garland. Garland behind the Oilers net. Up to Hronek. Here's Hughes to Hronek. Hronek to Hughes. Hughes to Hronek with a one-timer. Good save by Calvin Pickard. And the Oilers will send that down the ice. This is so brutal. Here come the Canucks trying to skate into the Oilers zone and not offside. That looked offside on Garland, but Vancouver keeps it in. Here's a play across the ice and they score. Lekramaki makes it a 2-2 game. That looked offside to me. I definitely would have challenged that if it was regular season. Lekramaki makes it 2-2. Looked offside, but Vancouver was able to work the puck across the ice. Lekramaki with another one-timer, and it just squeaks through Picker. No review in preseason. You cannot challenge in preseason, at least. So this 2-2 power play goal for the Canucks. Yeah, penalty kill's bad. Penalty kill is very, very bad. Oilers will go with their top line now. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Frederick. Bouchard reverses to Draisaitl. Draisaitl with the puck now. Draisaitl plays it up to McDavid. McDavid will bring it into the Canucks zone, and they'll call that offside. Yep, they'll call that one offside, folks. So Lekramaki with both goals for the Canucks. I am trying to deal with these hiccups. I will be right back. We have a commercial break. Hit the like button, all right? Hit the like button for this stream. And I'll let you guys hang out with the chair for like 1 minute. Also, Regula makes the team 100%. L smoke break. I don't smoke. I do not smoke. Well, Emberson needs to clear waivers, and so is Troy Stetcher. I do not vape either. Nope. Hi, Mochi. What's up, hun? Hi. Come say hi. Come here. Mochi. Hi, Moch. Off the face-off, Connor McDavid brings it into the Canucks zone. Shot towards the goal. Goes off of his stick and wide. Oh, my God. This is so... These hiccups are going to piss me. I'm going to crash out because of hiccups. Here's a shot by Draisaitl towards the net. Does not make it. Here's Frederick with a shot. Doesn't make it to the goal. Connor McDavid, right circle. Trying to come up with it. Mochi is in my way. I cannot see the screen right now. Connor McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard sends it back to the point. Kept in by What a keep by McDavid. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Moch. What are you doing? Come here. Hi. Hi, Mochi. Hi. Say hi to everyone, Moch. Mochi. Frederick across to McDavid. Yeah, do your Duolingo. Do your Duolingo. Your hiccups are stressing me out. I'm sorry. Made it for the last period of preseason. Welcome in, Mr. Doom. Puck dumped to the Oilers zone. Kulak behind the net. Henrique trying to come up with it. Hi, Moch. All right, Mochi's going to be sitting on my lap probably here for the rest of this game. Oh, man. Noah Philp was high-sticked. Noah Philp was high-sticked with no call. Here's a shot on net. Stop by Pickard. What on earth are we doing? These officials are stinky. Man, what do we have? Like, what is happening? Here's a play across the ice. Willander cannot come up with it. Here's Sherwood now for the Oilers. And, oh, man, look at Matt Savoy. Matt Savoy with a ton of speed. He's walking in all alone. He shoots it. And a good save by Thatcher Demko. Wow, Matt Savoy got in on a breakaway. He absolutely got in on a breakaway there. Good save by Demko. Now, Noah Philp was high-sticked, and there was no call. Very unfortunate. Her cheering for the Canucks makes hiccups go away. Here's Howard. He finds Tomashek. Tomashek for the Oilers. Hey, no worries, Kyle. Math and schoolwork is more important than live stream. So, here's a play in front of Kapanen. Oh, and Tomashek just had his stick tied up. He couldn't get a shot off. He had an open net if he could have got one off there. Puck sent to the Oilers zone, not icing. Okay, so the linesman and the officials are just not having it right now. All right. Here's Stetcher across the ice to Nurse. Around the boards, Tomaszek trying to keep the puck alive behind the Canucks goal. Put in Wes McCauley. Oh, no. Here's Bouchard to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm for the Oilers. He spins away from the neutral zone, plays it back to Bouchard. I hate hiccups, man. They actually, piss me off. Puck up the middle of the ice, deflected in on Demko. He plays it to Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson around the boards now to Baines. Baines loses it to Bouchard. Here's Bouchard. He's tied up and hooked. No call again. These refs stink, man. I don't know. I know it's preseason, but my God. I'm surprised that broadcasters in real life, like Jack, could you imagine if Jack Michaels had hiccups and he's trying to call a game? Oh, and here's a shot by, I don't know who that was. DeBrusk hit the goalpost, and now the Oilers will skate it out. Here's Mangiapane trying to get by Hughes. He throws Hughes into the boards. This game has ratcheted up the intensity here. Here's Garland now. DeBrusk loses it to McDavid, and that's going to be icy. It's going to be a penalty on the Oilers. What the hell is this? Man, these refs actually stink. The amount of missed calls, and then they're calling whatever this is. I don't know, man. This is brutal. Well, at least it's preseason and we don't care, right? Yeah, short-handed gold trust. Let's do it. All right, let's take a look. What's going on? Oh, my goodness. All right. I have to show everyone. This is Smokey. Just sent to me in the Discord. Look how cute Smokey is. Oh, my goodness gracious. So precious. I love Smokey so much. What an absolute sweetheart. What a cutie. She used to break into my room and bite my nose to wake me up. Oh no, just wanted attention, hey? Or food. All right, so Mangiapane's in the box for the Oilers. Homer refs, I'm telling you, Homer refs. All right, calm down on the spam there. Calm down on the spam. Let's go, Oilers. I see. Yeah, the hiccups are still here. I'm trying to get rid of them. All right, we're going to go silent for a couple minutes, all right? Here's Hughes now. Someone lost their bucket. Pettersson lost his bucket. And the Oilers are getting called for another penalty. Pettersson had to go off the ice, though. What the hell was that? He should have got a penalty for not going off the ice. Brutal. 5-on-3 for the for the Canucks here. Draisaitl here. Oh yeah, he put Pettersson in a headlock and then ripped the helmet Okay, Draisaitl's just an idiot then. Draisaitl's just an idiot, right? We can all agree Draisaitl just being a dum-dum. There's no reason for Draisaitl to do that. That's for sure a penalty. All right. So 146, a 5-on-3 here for the Canucks. My God. Don't know what Draisaitl's doing there. Off the face-off here. Pettersson down low. Unsportsmanlike conduct to Draisaitl. So 5-on-3 here. Here's Hughes trying to make a play. Hughes at the point. Here's a shot towards the goal. Doesn't make it. And penalty to Vancouver now? I don't know what happened. Oh, yeah. Tripping penalty on Evander Kane. Oh, no. All right. So Evander Kane's in the box now. It's a parade. It's a parade to the penalty box. 4-on-3 for the Canucks. Yeah, Evander Kane took bad penalties on Edmonton. 4-on-3 for 1:20 now for Vancouver with 8:37 left here in the third. And Vancouver's called a timeout. Perfect. Yeah, Kane trying to help his old boys out. Exactly. Yeah, preseason's wild. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm still trying to get rid of these hiccups, man. Rip Cedric. That's my son. That's my boy. Off the face-off. Vancouver will come up with it. Here's Hughes now. Hughes across the ice. Here's Pettersson. Enters the Oilers zone. For fuck's sakes, man. These hiccups are pissing me off so bad. Hughes cannot corral that pass over his stick. Here's Brock Besser for the Canucks to Hughes. Hughes, 4-on-3 power play for Vancouver. Hughes across the ice. Here's a shot. Rebound. Oh, man. 2 big saves by Calvin Pickard. And the Oilers will clear down the ice with 7:52 to play. Here comes Pettersson across the ice now. To Besser. He'll play it to Pettersson. Pettersson along the half wall to Hughes. Hughes reverses to Pettersson. Pettersson to Hughes. Hughes will step in, trying to pass it back to Pettersson. Hughes with the puck. Near corner here. Hughes down low to Besser. Besser to Hughes. Hughes across to Pettersson. Pettersson waiting, shooting. That puck goes over the net, and that'll be kept in by Hughes. He sends it across to Pettersson. In the middle, Besser with a shot, and that goes wide of the net. 1 penalty is done. Here comes Nugent Hopkins now. He'll skate it through. Nurse finds Mangiapane. Mangiapane to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins trying to find Mangiapane instead of just shooting the puck. Oh my God, what's wrong with these guys? Just shoot it. So the Oilers have an abbreviated power play. Good kill from Edmonton. Puck is going to be sent to the neutral zone by the Canucks. Here's Evan Bouchard behind his net. Here's Kane out of the box. McDavid for the Oilers. Walks in, trying to center it out in front to who was that? Ike Howard. Looks like Ike Howard's out there with McDavid and Draisaitl. Howard loses it to Garland. Garland will send the puck in deep in the Oilers zone. Bouchard up the right wing. Draisaitl trying to pass it forward. He loses it, but Connor McDavid will skate it through the neutral zone. Brings it into the Canucks zone. McDavid down low to Draisaitl. Puck hops over his stick. Evan Bouchard on the forecheck trying to find Draisaitl. Puck bouncing around, and Demko's just going to hang on to that one. 6:02 to play. Well, Matthews will be bald in probably 5 or 6 years. Look at that guy's hairline, man. How do I feel about Nugent Henrique hitting 1,000 games this season? I feel old, is how I feel. I was 18 when Nugent Hopkins first played his first game with the team, so... Yeah, I'm so old. Tomashek wins the faceoff. And Colson trying to throw a puck towards the goal. Doesn't quite make it. Puck will come to Brett Kulak. Kulak for Edmonton. Up the right wing to Savoy. Matthew Savoy. He'll dump the puck deep into the Canucks zone. Puck Colson trying to come up with it. Puck flipped high in the air. Sherwood can't get it out. Kept in by Kulak. Tomashek sends it in deep. Bro, I'm gonna lose it. I cannot do a post-game fan reaction if I have hiccups. I'm gonna freak out. Here's Emberson to Tomashek. Tomashek can't get by the check of Coots, though, and Vancouver will steal it. Is Dry hitting 400 goals this year? Well, he's at 399, so I sure as hell hope so. Coots kind of runs into Pickard, no call. What were Nugent's expectations when he was drafted? First line center. Oh, here's a play in front of Henrique, and he can't get a shot off. Puck comes to the blue line now. Easy stop by Demko. Puck down low. Troy Stetcher forechecking for Edmonton for some reason. And here comes Evander Kane now. 4:44 to play here. In the third. Here's Evander Kane trying to center it out in front. Darnell Nurse will play it to Henrique. Henrique off the glass into the neutral zone. Oilers will try and get a change. Behind the net. Here's Nurse. Here's McDavid. Oh, McDavid with a bad giveaway, but then he gets it back, and then he loses it. Oh, McDavid's not having a good game with his passing right now. Oh, my goodness gracious. Puck sent deep into the Oilers zone. I'm trying to do commentary while dealing with this hiccup. Vancouver brings it in on the backhand. Oh, what a save by Calvin Pickard. Puck will come to the point now. Pettersson across to Myers. Myers to Garland. Garland towards the goal. That's stopped again by Pickard. Centering pass, and that'll finally come out of the zone. You guys are killing me. Here comes Connor McDavid. He'll enter the Canucks zone, and then he immediately loses it. Oh, McDavid's having a bad game here. Bad game for McDavid. Ekholm up the middle, finds Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Right circle, trying to play it back to the point. He comes up with it again. To the middle, here's a shot. Flutters on to Demko. Easy save with 3:24 left. I'm trying. I've been trying to deal with these hiccups. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Still can't get rid of the hiccups. Every time I leave, I'm trying to deal with them, trying to get rid of them. Vancouver keeping the play alive in the Oilers zone. Hughes across the ice to Hronek with a shot. And the puck's bouncing around behind the Oilers goal. Good save by Pickard initially. Puck comes across, and here's Mangiapane for Edmonton. Oh, Mangiapane is interfered with, and no call. Puck off the glass. It's going to be kept in by Podkolzin for a moment, but it'll be sent back to Stetcher. McDavid wearing jeans tonight? What? Howard loses the puck. Vancouver sends it back in deep. Darnell Nurse to Pettersson. Pettersson sends it into the Oilers zone. 2:16 left here. He's capping in off of his skate and down the ice, not icing. Here's Pettersson, enters the Oilers zone, steps into the middle with a shot, and that goes over the Oilers goal. Here's Baines, spins away from Stetcher, puck through the middle of the ice that will leave the Oilers zone and allow the Oilers to get a change. No, you're good. Here's Noah Philp for the Oilers. Hronek behind his net. He'll be pressured by Adam Henrique now. Adam Henrique for the Oilers. Can't keep the puck alive. Evan Bouchard plays it back to Ekholm. Here's Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. 1:20 to play here in the third. Ekholm to Savoy. Savoy dumps it in deep. Adam Henrique for Edmonton. Trying to find Noah Philp. Noah Philp can't make a play. Garland loses it to Bouchard. Oh, man. Bouchard, puck over Savoy's stick. So 52 seconds left here in the third. Kane dumps the puck into the Oilers zone. Nurse reverses to Stetcher. Here's Stetcher to McDavid, back to Stetcher. Troy Stetcher through the middle of the ice. Stetcher sends it into the Canucks zone, and that's going to be icing. And Troy Stetcher has had Troy Stetcher's not had a good game at all. McDavid for Kitty. Offensive zone face-off for the Canucks. Here's Besser to Myers. Myers with a shot that goes wide of the net. Puck bounces over Draisaitl's stick. Marcus Pettersson off of his body, and the Oilers trying to get it out, and that's going to be offside on Vancouver. Oh, I may have got rid of the hiccups, folks. The hiccups may be gone. I haven't had one in about 30 seconds. Let's go. Come on. Hit the like button for no more hiccups. Let's try and hit 100 likes here on the stream. Yes, you should try Hardcore World. Off the face-off here. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid holds on to it. Hey, what's going on, McSorley? Good to see you again. McDavid to Draisaitl. Oilers enter the Canucks zone. Into the middle. Here's Ekholm with a shot. That's blocked in front. Nice block by Myers. Puck will be sent back towards the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard will give it to McDavid. McDavid skates it through the neutral zone to Frederick, and that shot comes at the end of regulation. And we are going to head to overtime here. All right, overtime predictions here, folks. Overtime predictions. We're at 91 likes on the live stream. Let's hit 100 likes on this live stream. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. Of course, we had to go to overtime on a game that already started late in preseason. Savoy OT winner. I like it. I'm going to go Darnell Nurse for Edmonton. Darnell Nurse is my pick for Edmonton. For Vancouver, I'm going Jake DeBrusk. I got to go with my boy Jake DeBrusk. Oh, that's brutal gold. Yeah, that's a tough one. Evan Bouchard, okay. All right, folks, hit that like button. If you're a Canucks fan or an Oilers fan or a fan of another team, hit the like button. Let's get over 100 likes on the live stream. We're 6 away. Let's go. All right, I think the hiccups are actually gone, so I can actually do some commentary without sounding like a freaking idiot. Davo, okay, there you go. Chair's ending the stream tonight. If Calvin Pickard scored, that would be concerning. Spicy habanero chicken with a strawberry milkshake. Sorry, vehicle, I can't help you there. Yeah, I'm with you, Metal. I'm with you 100%. It's the void for Edmonton, Lek Grimacki for Vancouver. You think Lek is going to get the Hattie? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Sorry, vehicle. All right, Draisaitl off the face-off here. Pettersson wins it for Vancouver. Here's Hronek. 3-on-3 overtime. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson up the middle. And here's Jake DeBrusk, who I picked to win it in overtime for Vancouver. So let's see what happens. Hughes holds onto it. It's all about puck possession. Look at preseason, folks. Look how awesome this is. Let's just rag the puck behind our own goal in preseason overtime. Here's Elias Pettersson for the Canucks. Puck back to Brock Besser, and Besser will leave the Oilers zone, and he'll give it to Hughes. Here's Hughes. He spins away from a check from Draisaitl, and Hughes will skate into the Oilers zone. Hughes drops it to Heedle. Heedle will give it to Besser. Here's Hughes across. Here's a shot by Besser, and that goes high and wide. And here's Hughes now for Vancouver. Here's Garland to Hughes. Hughes with the puck. Hughes holds onto it to Garland. Garland walks in, spins away from trouble. He'll send it across to Hronek. Hronek into the middle to Garland. Garland walks in and he scores. Connor Garland wins it for Vancouver. That is the end of the game. That is the end of preseason. We are not too worried about this, folks. We are not too worried about this one. Yeah, the Oilers didn't even touch the puck once in overtime. That's kind of that's a rip. Wait, what do you mean by jinx? What did I do? What do you mean I jinxed? I didn't jinx nothing. I mean, it was a nice cut in by Garland. The Oilers are tired, right? Glad it was OT. I'm not glad it was OT. I want these I want these games to get over with here, folks. All right, GG's Canucks fans. If you're a Canucks fan, make sure you hit that like button. It's preseason. Does not matter. I am not even remotely concerned about anything here. At least it wasn't Kane. Ingram won't be ready to probably till the new year. I don't think he'll be ready. McDavid and Draisaitl were also dead tired. They had been on the ice from the time overtime started. They couldn't get off. But yeah, have a great night. Hit the like button on your way out. I'm going to have a post-game fan reaction up within the next hour or so. Within the next hour or so, the post-game fan reaction will be up and ready to go here on YouTube. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Daily Oilers content. Now that preseason is over, we can start focusing on hockey that actually matters, which is Wednesday against the Calgary Flames. I cannot wait. Thank you all for tuning in. Your support means the world. Should I gift 5 memberships? What do you think? Should we gift 5 memberships? Let's gift 5 memberships to the community for always being amazing. 5 gifted memberships. Who the heck is going to get a membership today? Before we head out of here, Slane receives one. Vehicle gets one. Cube with Nick, Jep, and who's the other one? Dacky. There you go. There's the 5 memberships given out. We'll do 5 gifted memberships before I end the stream here. Thank you so much. Hit the like button for Kitty Kitty. Hit the like button for Mochi, who also hung out with us today. So that was pretty awesome. McDavid didn't give a damn this game. I don't think many players did, honestly. I don't think too many players actually gave a crap this game, so. Not bots today. Enjoy the gifted memberships, folks. We'll have a lot more. First non-bot gifted in Austin hockey history. Come on, Danny. Come on. Hey, of course. No worries, Jep. No, Frederick can't. I don't think Frederick's the answer, but we'll talk about it in the post-game fan reaction. And then once we know what the final locked-in roster is, I will also do a final season preview. Once we have that locked-in roster, probably Monday, that'll be up. So keep an eye out for that. Also, keep an eye out for the Austin Hockey pool through Office Pools last year. I did one. The winner got a jersey of their choice. We will be doing the same thing this season, so keep an eye out for that as well. All right. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the views, the likes, the subs, the just hanging out, enjoying life. We'll see you soon. All right. Appreciate it, folks. Preseason's over. The real season can begin now. That's what we're looking forward to. Tell someone that you love them, and as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.